Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Patrick Seta.
And Luke Young.
And we're back, fuckfaces. We
back.
took last week off. It's been a...
And we're back on YouTube.
Yeah, dude. And we're coming back. As long as I don't have...
yeah. Woo!
Fuck yeah, dude. As long as we don't have any issues with this video, which inevitably we will, because that's
For
what
sure.
happens every fucking time. Luke, is there any way that you can... Or I'll close that door really fast. We took last week off. Yeah, we were out. We all had personal shit happen. Luke thought he had fucking COVID. Pat had some personal shit going on in his life, so we took the fucking week off. I'm sorry if you guys missed us, but we're back, fuckos. Check us out on YouTube. Go there and fucking find us. All right,
I wonder if, like, once we start, we had this thing, like, we interviewed the Santa Cruz Joker, and when we did that, a fuck ton of people were trying to troll us about burger reviews or
talk
something.
about this.
Yeah, we never did. We
It's
never did. Pod awful. Yeah, go on, Luke or Cody.
Yeah, that fucking pot awful guy. Apparently, anything that Santa Cruz Joker guy does, he has his like goons or his minions following people just on the internet constantly waiting to see this dude post something else because he goes deep into that Santa Cruz Joker fuck. Like, balls to the wall.
He hates this guy.
Yeah, and I didn't even know who the guy was when we had him on. I was like, who's the fucking Santa Cruz
It's
Joker?
like this guy's a psychopath for real, though.
For
because,
sure,
like,
a psychopath.
Like when you watch this guy talk about the Santa Cruz Joker, it's not like, oh, I can't wait to see this man's downfall. It's like you guys need to do everything in your power to troll him and make him feel mentally unstable.
Yeah, they've just
you
been...
know, like they just break this guy.
I messaged him. I got drunk and messaged Jesse from Pod Awful on Twitter or whatever the fuck. Yeah, he changed his he changed his Instagram, or not Instagram, his Twitter handle to the N-word, not like the actual N-word, but it says the N-word. Like if you type that in,
oh, he's so
Yeah.
edgy, dude.
yeah, it's like super edgelord shit, 666 followers type shit. I'm like, oh, okay, you're super cool. And then he like wrote me something back. Hold on, he pulled up the messages, and I was like, oh yeah, fucking burger reviews, very original. Like I know your goons you're trying to come after us to make the Bastard Sermon your goons. I was like, we didn't fucking have this guy on as some agenda to help him out or help your stupid fucking show.
Right. We're doing what you were doing, but way cooler and not douchey.
Not like a douchebag.
Yeah.
I guess his fans just went super
I mean, we were
balls
being
to the wall.
douchebags, but not that much of a douchebag.
I'm convinced that all these accounts on YouTube are just him and like 80 different accounts, like just on a fuckload of different emails, like just going ham on following people and like coming after people. He's been doing it for a while, and some of his content's a little funny until he just starts like casually whipping out N-words and fucking saying horrific shit and just like
Big yikes.
just being
yeah.
like a douchebag, and then like has people straight on our nuts on YouTube, which I'm sure they will be as soon as they fucking hear that we've talked about them at all. I'm glad we're finally talking about this because
I mean, it's been like months since it happened, but we haven't been on YouTube since then. They would comment all this shit all over our stuff,
and we didn't
So I'm
leave
curious what
YouTube because of them. We left because we're not in the
no.
studio anymore. Just to be real clear, like Pat's in the studio in his house. All the COVID shit happened. We took like a week or two off, and then we fucking cut YouTube because it was way harder to do it through all the Zoom shit on my end with all of our equipment being at Pat's house, and Pat doesn't run the equipment. It was just a fucking pain in the balls, so we just did audio only. But then the James Emmon thing happened, and we posted on Twitter like we never do. And then these fucks start hitting us up again about burger reviews.
Really? I didn't know that they hit us
Yeah.
again during that period.
And then the same fucking troll accounts that are on YouTube that I'm convinced are Jesse in 100 different emails, like the same motherfuckers. Like, you go to them, it's all tweets just about Pod Awful or, like, fucking with other shows, like, making goons out of other shows or whatever the fuck. That's the term that he uses for the people that he fucks with. Like, the Santa Cruz Joker is one of his goons. Like, we're gonna bully the internet. It's his big fucking thing. So now they're like, because I posted in the thing, like, yeah, new episodes every week. And he was like, oh, that's funny because you haven't had an episode posted in months. I was like, we took, like, 1 week off ever for COVID, and now we've taken 2 weeks off ever because we've had personal shit going on. But it's like, no, like we just had audio only. Like it's always up, and then I posted a link to the thing, and then at that point I was a little hammered, and then I got more hammered in the middle of the night, and I was like, I'm just gonna message this fuck, like why are these fucking trolls after us, like just on our nuts super
Just
hard,
feeding the flame.
No,
just pouring gasoline all over him.
No, because the reason is that's the content for the show for him. It's like him fucking with people and getting a response like this response will probably become part of his show on some level, and he'll pause it and get in all of our personal lives, just scroll back 12 years to some time that I said something stupid, and post it, and fucking make me look like an asshole. But I don't fuck him. Have fun. Give us more.
Joke's on him. You are an asshole.
Yeah, dude. I don't give a fuck that I'm an asshole. Like,
Battle of the douchebag.
just listen to the fucking podcast, and you'll hear all the dark, incriminating information. Like, I'll just straight up give it to you. Like, I don't care. Like, you
What
come
dirt
after
do you
me.
want?
But it's just what a lame way to mine content. This motherfucker just like mines content by arguing with people. Him and that fucking who's the guy Red Bar, that Red Bar fuck the Mike Red Bar, Mike David. I
That
forget
dude
his fucking name.
sucks.
That dude just talks
I don't know who you're
shit.
talking about.
He's this big like radio type of podcaster who made the switch when podcasting started popping up from radio to podcast.
He's got a great voice.
Great radio voice. Great
He's got
radio
great
voice.
studio, great
Yeah.
production quality, and he's just an asshole. That's all he does.
Troll asshole, yeah.
You get on like his Facebook, and I follow these guys because I want to know who's like talking shit and who's in the podcast game.
Right.
And it's like the lowest rung of podcasting is this fucking like hate on everything. And I know I'm hating on them right now, but it really is just like I'm glad that you're making a living finding other asshole trolls that like what you do. Like, I'm happy for you. Like, whatever, that's your little niche. I just think it's super fucking lame to be like constantly all day long. Like, he'll sit there and break down. Like, the one Mike David thing that I watched was him breaking down a Tony Hinchcliffe appearance on Rogan.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, I didn't like that interview, whatever. Rogan releases 8 podcasts a week and they're all at fucking 15 hours long. Just being like, whatever, who cares? He's like, he has no business being on the biggest fucking podcast in the world. It's like, it's Rogan's friend. It's Rogan's decision. Who are you making any, like, just shut the fuck up about it. Just shut your big fat fucking mouth about it and move on. Like,
And
You should
he
drunk
tries
message him.
he tries to like play it off almost like stern cool in his own way, where he'll start saying something as if he's right and then segue it over to like the person behind the screen off camera, like, yeah, this person's a real piece of shit, you know what I'm saying, Derica? And like the other person will say something and like yeah, you say all the time they're a real piece of shit, and you'll go, yeah, I know that, yeah, they're a real piece of shit, I've been saying that for a long time. Like, it's the most like washed up fucking form of entertainment I've ever seen.
the best part is
Think
that
of
girl.
like Keemstar. You guys know who that guy is?
Yeah,
Like,
that
he's
guy's a
super
huge
on
douche
YouTube.
too. Yeah.
The best part about that girl in the room with Red Bar is that like she'll talk for a half a second, like he'll just be running his gums by himself with a bottle of Jim Beam, just getting hammered, talking shit. Like, I respect him for being able to do that. Like, as a podcaster, it's like that's a skill, but it's all just shit talk. And then on top of when she goes to agree with him, which is her only fucking job. Like, I don't know if she's pressing buttons to get the cameras to go back and forth.
For sure she is.
But maybe that, and she fucking occasionally chimes in to tell him that he's right. In the middle of him telling, or in the middle of her telling him that he's right, he'll be like, yeah. Anyways, and fucking talk right over her, like, dude, she's literally backing you up on this, which is what you've asked her to do. Now you fucking cut her off in the middle of her like, you're even an asshole to the people that you work directly in house with. Like, I'm sure that you write a nice fat paycheck for them, and that's all nice and fine and dandy and whatever. It's all just radio and it's all for the fucking radio. But you just come across as a blistered old fucking asshole.
I like this, man.
Old, dirty, blistered asshole.
I like this. Let's just talk shit about more people. Who else
Let's
do
be
we
the
hate?
cyberbully.
You know
let's
what?
do exactly
Let's
what
talk-
they're doing.
I want to talk
Yeah,
more shit
let's
about
think to their
Bert
level.
Kreischer
Do
for a
exactly
second.
what we're bitching that they're doing. Like, we're the worst hypocrites.
Bert Kreischer
For sure we're guilty of
sucks.
all this stuff.
What about him? I don't like him that much either.
I like Bert.
So
Yeah, we
recently,
fine.
Why
from,
do you guys hate
from
Bert?
recently from watching, if you watch Two Bears One Cave, which I
Yeah.
do religiously, even though
Drinking
I'm
Kool-Aid.
starting to not stand Bert, I still can't stop watching it.
I don't like how he talks
He-
to Blue Band.
I don't like how he talks to Nadav, even though he did recently recognize
I
that
saw
he's been
that.
in the wrong.
Yeah.
But he
Did you see how he almost punched an
drinks a
intern in the
gallon-
mouth over the donut?
Yes.
He was like, 30 seconds? Dude, I said 8 seconds. Did you purposely ignore me? I'm like, settle all the way the
Yeah.
fuck down
Yeah,
for me,
you
bud.
fat fuck.
Yeah, like, what are
He's
you
just
talking
not
about?
that
Of course,
funny.
He
You
was,
got to be in part of the inside joke
I like
to
Bert.
find any of
He
his
acts-
shit funny,
he acts
unless it's
super-
the machine.
I
story.
agree. I agree because he points time and again on the show about like he said it point blank in one clip. What is the point of having famous friends if you don't use them? Like, this dude only cares about connections, man, and having famous people and doing cool shit as friends.
I'm not hating on Bert because I don't want to one day like
You know what?
blow up in the podcast game.
I want my
and
hate
then
for
be
Bert.
looking.
I want my hate for Bert to be the reason I meet Bert, so then we can have an excellent
I heard you hate me.
friendship, and then we skyrocket our careers.
You know that we're just giving Jesse and Mike David fucking just the most ammunition right now to cut this clip up to be like, what
Oh,
a
I don't give a
blistered
fuck
asshole.
about
I
that,
fucking
dude.
hate Bert. Like, he just talks so much shit about fucking Tony Hinchcliffe.
You're goddamn right.
Fucking Bert sucks. And fucking, it'll just be like a
I'm-
mashup of
I'm
that back
gonna
and forth. It'd be
ride-
so funny if they did that.
I'm
actually.
writing
Please
Bert.
do that.
I'm writing Bert's coattails just like fucking the way Jesse is writing our coattails to get any sort of view or following.
No, he's way bigger on
'Cause he's
YouTube.
a sad
No, he's way
man.
big. He gets views.
Oh, I don't give a fuck
No,
if
he
he
gets-
gets views.
Credit where credit's due. He's doing a good job.
He
He's got
gets
listeners.
views
he
from
gets
douchebags and pedophiles.
And 25 of the
He
same
can- he
account
can
with him
keep
on
'em.
it.
He can
No, I'm
keep
sure
'em.
he's got fans. I'm sure they'll attack us. It'll be a lot of good fun.
They're all
Go-
terrible.
What are they
Yeah,
gonna do?
lots of good fun.
I don't need to read the comments. Just
Lots of-
fucking send your troll army this way, and it'll
Oh,
just be more views
But
on my shit. I don't
anyways,
care.
fucking Bert, that dude drinks a gallon of Kool-Aid a day and wipes his asshole with his bare hand.
He does not wipe his
He
asshole
drinks
with his
a-
bare
He's
hand.
he's
Drinks a
talked
gallon
about
of
it.
Kool-Aid.
Drinks
a
a
day?
gallon of Kool-Aid a day.
I
It's
was
low
gonna say it.
calorie. It's low calorie,
He
so
was
it's
like,
healthy.
why would I just drink water when I could drink Kool-Aid? Fucking idiots out
Did
there
he
not
did he
drinking
really say
Kool-Aid.
that?
That was
Yeah,
his direct
yeah.
quote.
He also said men who eat
Verbatim.
ice
He's
cream.
not funny.
He said men who eat ice cream are out of control.
I think he's funny. He makes me laugh.
But yeah.
If you're part of the inside joke,
I am though. I've been
I'm
listening to
gonna
podcasts
stand
exactly.
for
by-
That's why you
years.
find him funny.
I'm gonna stand
Yeah.
by that Bert sucks right now.
I like him.
For now.
I'm all for Bert.
Maybe he won't suck in a little bit, but for now he sucks.
Now the
Let's
FBI
fucking
is
take
going to
him
see
in
where I hide my
incredibly
weed.
Small and very, very small increments. Maybe I'll be able to listen to some of his stuff again in 5 years.
I got tired of listening to Your Mom's House. Nothing against Your Mom's House. I
can't.
loved
still
it for
can't
forever,
stop.
but I don't listen to it a lot anymore. I've exchanged it for Two Bears, One Cave. Like it's literally like a better trade up for me. I like the interaction that Tom and Bert
Nah,
have
he's
together
sexist.
with
He
each
doesn't
other.
like Christina.
No, I love Christina. She had a really good Mother, and was it Mother Superior, Mother Inferior, whatever it was. I think it was Mother Inferior on Netflix. Quality fucking special. Whichever one she's in a black dress on. That one's fucking. That's a great special. I've shown that to a bunch of people. Fuck you, Luke.
Whatever, sexist.
How do you guys feel about Chris D'Elia? Have you heard about all that shit?
I haven't even looked into it.
You know what? We've been talking about that whole situation on this podcast for a while. This is old
We never got to
news. It is old news. It is, but still, like, I was when I first heard it, when I first saw it online, I was with my girlfriend, and I was like, "There's no fucking way." And she's like,
Did you see
what?
the-
And I told her, and I was like, "There's just no way," you know.
Is he
And then the next day, I start seeing like all the influx of Twitter's handles, just like, "Oh, he hit me up when I was 16 and 14." I was like, "What the fuck? No way!" And then like a week or week or two passed, and he started like sending out rebuttals and stuff. Like, this
Really?
is the full context of the emails. Yeah, and like, if it was just one or two, it probably would have expunged him. But then there's some where like it's just straight up send me pics like after they reveal age, you know, like
Oh,
he's
God.
just still,
It's
yeah,
just
and he's just
crazy.
the way he like talks to them in these messages are like the way a 16-year-old girl flirts.
Gross.
Like,
Yeah, he's super
capital
weird.
letters, like, "Oh my god," with like a bunch of O's and like hella
almost like he
exclamation
does-
marks and
could-
shit.
He could give two fucks about what he's saying to you as long as
Yeah.
you just get the message, and it's really, really weird
Yeah,
how he
it's
talks
weird.
to people.
So he just seems like a piece of garbage. Is that the consensus? I haven't
Like,
been looking
yeah.
into this at all. I don't know
It's
dick
pretty-
about
I'm
it.
not
it's pretty
saying he did it
predatory.
or whatever. I mean, there's so much information out there, but it's hard to picture that his career's not ruined. You know, I'm pretty sure his career.
Well,
pretty
I
much
think
over now.
it's like when stuff like this, especially in this day and age, comes out, you're just not coming back out in the public eye like
You're
that
fucking
again.
done at some point when
Yeah.
you do
Did you,
certain things in
there was
people's
also,
lives.
Like
Um,
fucking
Shit with kids, it's
Louis,
over.
Louis C.K. He jerked off in front of chicks that gave him the okay, and then said they felt weird about it later. And his
He got
whole
shut
life
down
was ruined.
for like 3 years. They took this man's
Did
whole
you-
career. They took his movie away. They took all his shit off Netflix because someone felt weird later after they gave consent.
They said,
like,
"Sure, go ahead, do it," and then years later was like, "I feel like I shouldn't have said yes."
Crystal Lee is over here.
Everything from him.
Crystal Lee is over on the other side of a laptop, one dick in his hand, the other one slamming it down onto a keyboard, like, send me pics, foaming at the mouth. Like, you ain't coming back, son. It's over.
Did you hear about Adam Savage? Adam Savage from Mythbusters?
No.
His sister came out, and this turned out not to be true, apparently, to the whole family, but his younger sister came out and said that he used to like tie her up and rape her constantly.
What?
When she was, like 6 years old. Yeah.
Did she lie about it, or did the internet make
this up? I may be wrong on a little bit of the details, but it was something along the lines of tying me down and raping me when I was a child.
I'm gonna look this up.
How could you ever make a fallacy like that
Right.
against a sibling that you grew up with? And for sure, he paid for whatever problems you had in your life with the money he earned. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he didn't, and that's why she's saying some shit like this. You know?
Well, like he I guess like his sister has like allegedly some mental issues or something, and has done a lot of stuff like this before, which is crazy. But when I read that headlining, I was like, "Holy shit, that's pretty heavy."
I love we go to usatoday.com for this article, right? For Adam Savage. YouTube viewers can see it. The title is Mythbusters star Adam Savage's sister accuses him of sexual abuse when they were kids.
And immediately
scroll down, it's immediately Crystalia in your face. There's not a fucking thing about Adam Savage. It's like Crystalia fucking rapes everybody.
And then Crystalia fills up the whole page so you can't even see anything else.
Oh my god.
All right.
He's probably thinking, "Oh man, it's gonna be weird now when I'm a child molester in the next film I'm in. It's gonna be really weird."
All right, hold up. It says, former Mythbusters co-host Adam Savage has been accused of sexual abuse by his sister in a lawsuit filed Tuesday in Westchester. It should say in a Westchester Supreme Court, USA Today. You fucks and your shitty editing team. Nobody gives a fuck about editing
message
anymore.
At 4 a.m., Cody, and
dude,
tell him about that.
Everyone's getting them. Fucking, especially if I take an Adderall while I'm getting drunk. Oh, it's over for these bitches. I'm writing them 8-paragraph fucking messages all concisely typed out, but with all the drunken energy of me. All right, it says Westchester Supreme Court, Miranda I'm fucking this name up. Pacquiana says she was sexually abused as a child by her brother. Documents state that from 1976 to 1979, when they lived together in Sleepy Hollow, New York, Savage, now 52, would repeatedly rape Miranda Pacquiana and force oral sex upon her and force Miranda to perform oral sex on him, along with other forms of sexual abuse. At the time of the alleged abuse, Pacquiana was 7 to 10 years old and Savage was 9 to 12, according to those documents. The lawsuit states that Pacquiana was horrified and traumatized by the abuse and seeks to recover for the emotional and physical suffering she incurred to make sure that no other child is forced to suffer the abuse and physical mental trauma she felt and continues to feel. In a statement, blah, 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 blah. Savage denied the allegations. While I hope that my sister gets the help that she needs to find peace, this needs to end. For many years, she has relentlessly and falsely attacked me and other members of my family to anyone that will listen, the statement says, by spreading numerous untrue stories about us in pursuit of a financial bonanza. She has tortured our entire family and estranged herself from all of us. I will fight this groundless and offensive lawsuit and work to put this. Oh man, that's rough. So he's saying like,
can you imagine
I
though?
made
Like,
some money.
When you're a celebrity though, anyone could say something and it could be outlandish. Not saying who knows what the fuck's going on with this situation. Right. I'm not part of the Savage family, whatever. But I'm just saying like, it just seems like a tough time to be a celebrity.
It'll ruin your life just somebody making an allegation. An allegation.
Just if someone makes them up.
Nothing proved. No fucking, like, no court, no fucking jury by your peers, like, nothing. Just everybody reads that you're a rapist and you're done. It's fucking over now.
I was watching the Legion of Skanks and their bonus thing they have for the Patreon viewers, but of course someone loaded it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
They were talking about this whole ordeal, about when the shit came out about Crystalia. Everyone, like all of his friends that he's ever done a podcast with, talked about him as if he was dead, and that it was just like
it's already over.
Yeah, that it's already over. That he's for sure guilty.
They haven't even gone to court.
Exactly. And Louis J. Gomez was like, "That's what it means to be an LA comedian now. Your friends just abandon you at the first sight of anything."
Immediately.
Louis J. was like, "If he wants to bring congratulations to my network, he's all mine."
Oh my god, I don't know if that's the right move, Louis.
Swear to God, that's what he said.
He hasn't been Risky. Yeah, the dude that uses the N-word on every podcast he's ever recorded. I don't know that he gives that much of a fuck. Like, Chris D'Elia is not going to tarnish Louis J. Gomez's fucking reputation, you know what I mean? But, like, it just... I don't know, dude. Like I think for sure if he's doing this, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But like, try him in
Fuck
court.
all of real.
But let's
fucking
try him in
piece of shit
court.
out there.
Like, I hate that you can just fucking immediately everybody comes to a decision on somebody based on the article's headline. They don't even read the article. They just fucking see the headline. It's over for somebody's career forever. And if you do read the article, it'll be like, yeah, like the Louis C.K. thing. Like, yeah, it was fucking, not every time. There's scumbags out there for sure. There's Harvey Weinsteins out there, and there's fucking Bill Cosby's out there, and they're fucking leeches and parasites that need to be fucking shot in the face or thrown into a prison for the rest of their miserable life. But then there's also people like Louis C.K. that I feel like got fucked.
No, I feel like I'm obviously, like, I don't know.
Weed cough,
Maybe
not
it's
COVID.
because I'm
Relax.
super naive or something, but I feel like, you know, with him, he obviously was like, give me, and he's always talking about how he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs. Like, he might be a sex addict.
He just smokes
You know
children.
what I'm saying?
He's got other vices
Right,
when it
so,
comes to his penis.
If he were to fold, like, you know, I was hounding after these 18-year-olds, I was just trying to get some butt, it's uncontrollable, like, I have a problem, I'm going to Sex Anonymous now, like, I'm cutting it back, I'm not having any sex until I get married now, and I'm smoking hella joints, like, and he apologized. It's like, I don't think that would even then be an option, you know? I feel like even now in the current climate, it would be like, no, there's absolutely no forgiveness.
Yeah, they just
It's over.
There's no understanding.
Yeah, just
And I'm
looking to
not saying
bury
that's
people.
the case. I'm just saying, like, if that were to happen, I don't think it would ever pass anyways. I don't think his career would be able to rebuild.
Yeah, I think
No,
that. I mean,
it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Louis C.K. came back, but his shit's a lot less. His shit's a
Hardly,
lot less.
dude. He's back in like the
No,
way
he's
that
fully
like when you're
back.
first starting out, I
Nope.
guess. I don't know. You
Nope.
see him, he's
He's
like
making
doing these
crazy
sold-out
money.
shows.
Yeah,
I don't
doing,
know.
he's
I'm
doing
not- I don't
sold
know.
out shows. They don't give a fuck. The
Is
comedy
he
clubs are
doing
like, oh,
arenas
Louis
yet?
C.K. wants to come to my club?
So
For
it-
sure. Come on, let's go.
So he's
yeah, let's go.
selling
Yeah, I
out
want to sell the.
clubs.
Well, before all this COVID shit happened, yeah, theaters. Yeah, he recorded that special in a theater. Yeah.
Wait, he recorded a special in a theater.
haven't seen the new special yet?
Post
where he talks about jerking off. You haven't seen the
In
new
front of
special?
people?
No,
you haven't
I did
seen
not.
the new special? Holy shit.
I have not.
It's phenomenal, boys. You didn't know that there was a special out? Yeah, he's selling a special.
I didn't
It was
know that.
huge. It's a great
But he
special.
talks about jacking off in front
I
of people.
can't.
And it's,
I don't want to ruin
Don't
it.
don't
I
hack
can't
the
ruin
bit.
it.
spoiler alerts.
I'm sorry.
No,
Don't pause
no
the
hacking
skip
bits.
15 seconds.
I'll let you know he addresses it. He addresses it, and yes, it's his closer. So watch the whole thing.
Okay.
He definitely addresses it, and oh man, like by the end I was like, I just feel bad for you. I mean, it was a great joke, but Jesus, like I really don't think that dude did anything wrong at all, like at all. I don't know.
I agree.
Until some other accusations that come out say that he was raping people, like I feel like
He was fingering his asshole in front of me, but I told him it was okay.
yeah. Well,
I just feel a little weird about it now.
yeah, it's
Dude, it was like I said yes and now I feel weird, or like he did it over the phone. What?
We were caught in the moment, and he fingered his butthole.
yo. Stanhope on his new special has a fucking he Me Too's himself on the special where he tells his own Me Too story, but it's not. You have to watch. I don't want to burn his story or his bid or anything like that, but it's fucking hilarious the way that he does it because he was like, this girl tried to Me Too me, and he was like, that's not even how it happened though. He was like, hold on, you got to make this into a whole bit. Like he wrote her back on Twitter like that. He was like, yeah, that did happen, but not like that. He was like, here's how it happened. Like I remember that because it was fucking crazy. And then he Me Too's himself because he was like, it's such a good story. I just forgot about it until she Me Too'd me. Yeah, and it's in the special. You can come back. I mean, there's always gonna be me's out there where it's like, as long as you're not a straight rapist or you're fucking like, you're not a like child predator, or, like just a predator scumbag. Maybe you just, like I feel like everybody's got some weird sexual stories, something that they felt uncomfortable or somebody made them feel uncomfortable. But you didn't get raped. That's just part of like sometimes sexual shit's weird. Not everybody's wired the same way. As long as you're not trying to hurt people. I don't know. We all got fucking our weird little kinks and weird little interactions. I don't feel like people need to be fucking spit roasted over it unless they're actually like dangerous fucking animals. There's always going to be somebody like me that's like, yeah, I don't know.
It's simple, Cody.
Weird.
All you
I'll
have to
still buy
do.
a ticket to his comedy show. He's not raping nobody.
Dial 444-4444. Speak to
Blake
what the fuck's his name? Blake Maislin, and get a rough draft of like, hey, can I have your consent? And then read these terms and conditions and sign here if you're cool with that. That's it. You just got to do that every time you're about to have an encounter.
Every single time,
I want
even
my
with your
neighbor
girlfriend.
to be a notary, so every time I consummate.
Yeah, even your wife of 20 years.
Yeah.
Just have a notary, ready. Yeah, get a closet notary.
Get a judge involved. It will be okay.
No, just make the housemaid also a notary.
She barely speaks English, but I got her set up as a fucking notary. So every time I want to bang my wife, I've got it written down. And then
sometimes we sign them in advance.
She checks both of our pupils to make sure they're not slightly dilated, to make sure we're not under the influence of anything.
Pee in this cup.
Caffeine. Yeah, you got piss in a cup, hair and blood tests, and fingernail tests to make sure that there's. You haven't even fucking been in a room with somebody smoking weed in the last 6 months, and then fucking you sign on the dotted line.
Do you have any allergies?
Yeah, you sign on the dotted line, nobody's drunk, and then you can have sex, but only for 2 minutes, like for procreation. Like that's what it's coming down to. Like what the fuck do people want? Like I'm all for consent.
If you don't pay,
people are just making it fucking ridiculous. Like I don't. What do you want?
You just need to
from
get
people?
a sex doll.
Like who's against consent? Who's been preaching? People are talking like people are preaching like rape in the streets. Like just rape bitches. Like I feel like no one's doing that. Who's doing that?
Yeah.
Like I feel like
that's you mean the rape culture?
Yeah, that's what I feel like. A lot of I know it happens. It's
Cody,
I'm not pro rape.
This is a good segue. This is a good segue.
Pat's trying to get the fuck out of this water as fast. He's swimming. He's like, oh god, Cody's gonna drown this whole podcast. Oh god, I'm not going with him. I'm not going.
But no. Like,
anyways, goes to Tsushima.
There could be like a rape subreddit for all you know, or something. Because there's the heroin subreddit that you were showing me right before we started recording, and I was shocked. There's 17,000
heroin subreddit. Well, when I had come over to Cody's to start the podcast, Allie was in the room and she was telling me about the heroin subreddit. She said she was first looking to see if there was a crack subreddit. There wasn't. So she tried heroin, and there was.
Bro, this shit is wild.
And I was like, in my head, it's Reddit. First of all, I laughed. But I was like, maybe it's people making fun of, like, people nodding off in the streets or something, But no, it is pro-heroin culture. Like, it's people posting up their whole setup.
The flexing the crack in the heroin,
It's fucking it's obscene and absurd. I love it.
Here, go to the top of this page, and then go to where it says hot there.
Wait.
So scroll up a little bit more.
Hot.
You see where it says hot?
Yeah.
Hit that, or go to top. On the right side there, it's going to say top, and then go to the all-time. Let's see what the top post of all time is. There's like an infamous Reddit legend, I'll put it that way, called Spontaneous H. And if you are on Reddit, you probably know what I'm talking about, but it was a guy that went on, I don't know if this would be on here, but there was a guy on here called Spontaneous H, and he posted like, hey, I'm going to try heroin for the first time and document my experience.
Did he die?
You see, like, for, I don't know if it's years or months or whatever, this guy, and it's all over Reddit. If you Google Spontaneous H, you'll see the story. But it just talks about his life and how he gets hooked and how his life goes to shit from just doing heroin and shit. It's fucking crazy. Spontaneous H Reddit.
All right, Spontaneous H uses heroin, gets addicted, dies, gets admitted.
Yeah,
holy shit.
It's a crazy ass story.
Is it a long story? Okay, so I guess
it is a long story.
Well, no, it's just this paragraph right here, right? In September 09, a Reddit user known as Spontaneous H made a post in r/I.
It is Ask Me Anything.
Okay, about his first use of heroin. He snorted some and thought it was great, but was going to avoid doing it to avoid becoming addicted within a fortnight or two. Why don't they just say 2 weeks? You fucks. Fortnight? What is it? 1840? He was. Do they still talk like that in London? Stop talking like that. Yeah, you guys still have wigs on and fucking big stockings.
They're backwards people, Cody.
You still have buckles on your shoes. You better fucking get with the times. 2 weeks, cocksuckers. 2 weeks. He was addicted and injecting. Within a month, he'd been admitted to a psychiatric hospital due to overdosing on fentanyl, basically super heroin. Diphenhydramine, which is antihistamines. Pregbalin.
Pregbalin.
Yeah. Epilepsy medication, Temazepam, yeah.
Fucking come on,
psychoactive. Yeah, all the fucking drugs I do. I just can't talk.
An oxymorphone.
I do them all. I just don't talk.
I kind of like him mispronouncing
another,
it, though.
Yeah, another opioid, and required several doses of Narcan, an anti-opioid, to be revived. 2 days later, he was off to rehab. During the year that he spent posting these updates, they mostly flew under the radar, and most everyone who actually saw them forgot about them until 7 years later. He dropped in with another update to say he's been clean for almost 6 years and that his life is going well.
Oh, so he fell off for another year after that rehab.
All right, well, this heroin
if you
subreddit
ever
is
get
not
bored-
not a fun story. This one is
Hold up,
just,
though. If you ever get bored and you want something to do, let's say you're sitting on the toilet at work trying to avoid going back because you want to take a fake poop, go on the subreddit and look up spontaneous H and read that shit because it is quite a roller coaster to read. So I recommend it. But yeah, heroin subreddit.
Yeah, so this one is just people straight up posting like dope memes,
Mom,
and
can
they're
we
dope.
please stop and get some heroin? We got heroin at home. Heroin at home.
And it's kratom. It's a bag of kratom. Mangda
Good
kratom.
lord.
Oh, you fucking drug addicts. So one of the ones that Allie put, like Allie showed it to me. I don't know if we're gonna see it or not, but it was the dude missed his vein and shot black tar heroin just like into his muscles. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He was like, yeah, warm compressed and fucking like rinsed it off and like hydrogen peroxide. Does it look good? And he's got this big bulbous bump in his arm where he shot black tar heroin in
There's
it.
like 3
Everyone's
people
like,
going
nah.
go to the hospital.
Yeah, please go now. You're gonna lose that arm. Like,
there's
and
one
then
dude who's like, nah, that's fine.
And you look at his username. Yeah, it's like a fucking Reddit heroin doctor. Like, no, you'll be cool. It's fine. It'll just leave a gnarly scar. Like, you might get a keloid, but you'll be all right.
I might lose an arm.
Yeah, no, it's cool. What do you need an arm for? You can shoot dope in your neck. You don't need arms when you're shooting dope. Just
Your hips.
you could use your feet.
Pelvic
yeah,
area.
You'll be good. Don't worry about it, dude.
I
Still
can't
snort
believe
it.
this is a
No, but wait.
subreddit.
The dude's
Oh, yeah.
username was crackfiend666. Like, get the fuck out. All right. Let's see what's
So
on
this is
here.
like a whole page where they just flex this shit,
Go up.
and then we should read the comments too, because
Let's-
the comments on some of this shit probably is really wild too.
No.
Like, oh yeah, dude, that's some really good looking heroin right there.
It
All
says
jokes
fresh
aside, I'm
pickup.
addicted to heroin, is what it just said.
Smells really vinegary and has great legs. Smiley face. How is everyone today? And it's a little pen cap that he's using to snort it next to the Lord of the Rings ring. What the fuck? Okay, let's go back. What's this one? Should last until noon, it says. And it's a little fucking, it's those little baggies that have
baggies.
dope in them or whatever. He's got like a fuckload
Go to the
of them.
comment.
Go when you're done with the comments. I want to read one of those stories.
All right.
Yeah, that's I agree.
You read it, though. I don't want to bumble through it.
All
We
right.
should let Cody read it.
Fuck no. I ain't reading it. Nice. How much do you pay per bun? My guy charges 60.
That's a term I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, me
my
either.
Bundle.
A bundle.
Okay. Luke's hanging.
Context.
I forgot.
Context clues,
Yeah,
guys.
dude, I'm
Context
sure it isn't the fucking
clues.
dope fiend fucking juggalos you're hanging out
Look
with.
at my
on the
arms.
regular.
They're clean. I'll show you my pelvic area, my feet. I swear.
Does he have any shot holes near his asshole?
I don't
You
know.
wanna look?
Luke, whip that asshole out. Let's see. All right, it says my guy charges. They're just talking about how much they pay for dope. My powers
Wow.
of ESP tell me you're
Hold
in
on.
dirty jurors.
One of them
Nope.
says, "Wow, 20 that quick, huh? I'm about 10 a day at the moment."
At the
I can't believe people are
moment,
so
but I
open.
could go up any day now.
I was being a little dramatic. It's 12:15. I got 5 left, but feeling good. I get about 1 to
Your speed's
0.15 in
growing.
each, or 0.1 to 0.15 in each of mine. These just going on and on about how much they pay for dope. 40
That's
a
crazy.
bun. People are mad. Why can't I find that plug? What do they weigh out to though? Like everybody's just like,
Oh my
Trying to
god,
get
this
the
is
dope
so
plug.
fucking cringy.
You know what
man.
else is really weird about the Reddit too is that you can go to these people's profiles, like you see some crazy, ridiculous or comment. You go to their page and you see all the fucked up things they talk about and subscribe to. It's super weird.
this guy
my
is.
God.
This is one of the ones that Luke wants to read. I just did that. He's dope sick astronaut. So he's talking about China White in his hand, and he's okay. Let's just read this. It says amateur hour. Luke.
So I've got a quick question. I've only been using now for a few months. I use very sparingly, mostly for back pain. I don't like I don't like to get to the point where I nod really. I can make a cap last me 4 days to a whole week. I've told this to my dude. I told him I'll pay him a little extra if I have to for straight dope with no fentanyl.
Fucking animals.
Good lord. And for a while my shit was pretty brown, but why do dealers mix in fent with their dope? I've noticed my dope getting lighter and lighter, from brown to light brown to tan to white, and I don't even like doing the white stuff because it kicks my ass. But I had to be like, yo, dude, what the fuck? I don't want to buy it if it has fent. And he's always like, that's not fent, that's China white. Which I've learned from y'all is fent. I've had 2 people do this to me now. One person's just been honest, saying what he really has, but he almost never has the brown stuff. So my question is, what's up with the step down? Why start with heroin and mix more fent into it? I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm already with the tan stuff, but sometimes I have to dump my bump on a dark surface and pull out the little white chunks. I've had 2 friends on fent. That's the main reason I don't. Oh, OD on fent. And that's the main reason I don't fuck with it.
Dude, just don't do heroin.
It's crazy.
What are you talking about?
like-
He's like mad that they're putting fucking
This dude is like
poison in their
never
poison.
heard of joints before. My back hurts, so I'm injecting heroin.
Yeah,
I
don't
I
think
back
it
pain,
starts
and
like that.
just
There-
Advil's not doing it anymore. I'm gonna see if I can maybe some black tar heroin,
No, my
That
uncle.
smells
So
a fucking blunt, bud.
my uncle
maybe
started
some
with.
China white.
Well, yeah, he did everything. He did all the drugs. He just started with like opioids, doing the fucking like Percocet until that was stupid
Pills and
expensive.
evolved to heroin.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, heroin's dumb cheap.
It's usually how it
Yeah,
happens.
so then it goes, but his whole thing was always like, I'm not gonna shoot it. That's crossing a line. I'm gonna snort
but
it.
I'll smoke it.
He was real honest about it. He talked
Yeah.
about it a lot. It was like, all right, dude, like,
Scroll down.
this is gonna work
Let's
out
see
for
the
you.
comment.
Well, now I have to ask you then this question.
Who?
I have to ask Cody this question.
What?
If
Yeah,
you,
Cody.
If
you're on the
you
spot.
if you'll snort coke, would you smoke it?
I haven't snorted coke in a couple months. I've been trying not to do cocaine anymore.
Okay.
I'm doing my best.
Probably a good.
I haven't ever
decision
talked
you
about
made.
this on the podcast, but I was doing a lot of coke for a while, so like I was like, time to tone
He got
it
a
down.
nosebleed and was like, I need to relax.
I was doing it several times a week, so I was like, you know what, no more. So it's been a couple months since I've done it now.
Hey, proud of you. Don't do it anymore. It's
Yeah.
bad for you, Cody.
No, yeah, it's real bad, and it's expensive. Oh
You
boy,
don't want
it's
someone
expensive.
calling you Coke D.
I don't give a fuck what people call me, but it was just a mild couple month like love fest with cocaine, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is
Love
it's
fest.
gonna ruin my life. So
I could easily have a love fest with acid.
I'm also doing better with the alcohol. Like I'm not gonna like stay. I'll probably fuck this up right away, but like every 3 days I'm drinking now. 3 days of sobriety, 1 day of drinking. Because
Hey, that's better than it was.
I'm a 6 day to 7
Good
day
for
a
you.
week drinker. I
With
drink
sober
almost
Cody
every
over
day.
here. Look at him.
For years of
Look
my
at him.
life. For many years, I've drank almost every day. Like it's been a long fucking time.
For many years,
You
I
might
drank
lose like a
every
bunch
day.
of weight, dude.
Yeah,
For all
maybe.
you know.
No, I eat
Yeah.
like a fucking piece of shit now that I'm not drinking my calories because, like, most alcoholics could relate to this. Like, if you're a real drunk, like, you get drunk every night or whatever. I don't drink during the day.
A lot of.
I only get drunk at night, but I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot of food at all. It's just like I get all my calories from drinking.
There's a method that my dad told me about with some addicts. They replace it with like sweets, gum, stuff like that.
Well, I eat. I'm not hungry because I'm usually hungover for most of the day and I feel like shit. So like, don't want to eat. Like, put energy drink down
But
my
what-
head. to
what are you
keep
eating
my
now?
body moving. I don't. We had tilapia the
Hot
other night. I made
fries and Arizona
tilapia.
tea.
Made tilapia and potatoes the other night. Hold on, let me get off this heroin page while I'm talking about my own fucking addiction problems. Just staring at heroin right in my face.
Yeah, we're trying to have an intervention here.
No, I've been doing it myself. Well, Allie's been helping. But she was like, yeah, we got to get a fucking house. We've got, like, goals to get a house now. Like, want to get a house by the,
Dude,
like,
good
tax
luck.
return season and shit like that. So we got to start saving, and I got to stop spending, like, $10 a night at Dilly. So it's like, instead of doing that at the end of the night and having shots, like, let's go a couple days in between, buy my beer at the store, and then come home with it and drink it there.
This is
It's
why you
way
need to play
cheaper.
more video games, Cody, because video games are going to save you a whole lot of money down the road. Yeah, you might spend, like, let's say $60 on a game, but that's like 20 hours at minimum worth of entertainment.
Yeah,
That's just how I think, and
Unless
that's how
it's
I save
ass.
money.
right.
Unless it's a shit game, of course. But
You know what I'm hearing isn't? That
if
goes
you're
to
spending like,
Tsushima.
let's say,
That's
like
a
if you're like spending 20, here's how I think of it, like, and this is how I save money usually. It sounds so stupid probably to some people, but like, let's say you're spending $20 on a movie, whatever. That's 2 hours of fun, $10 for 2 hours or an hour. You know what I mean? And then if you get a video game, it's 60 hours. You get way more than 6 hours of entertainment. You get like 20 or something, and it stops you from going out. You know, just you got to find something that, like, let's say you and Allie can play and watch together, or talk shit on or whatever. And that's what Rachel and I do. We'll just like sit around and play ridiculous games. Like we just got Dreams, and we'll fuck around on that with some random shit or some VR. It helps save money in my mind.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been wanting to get that Ghost of Tsushima. I've still got Zero Horizon Dawn and haven't had a chance to play it. But I mean, when you got screaming kids in the house for the majority of the time, it's hard to play video games. Like I don't have the I definitely can. I can make time for it, but I'm just like always tired. I'm just like fuck.
Yeah. Hey, that makes
rather
sense.
just sit and watch something, you know, and I'm working and shit.
When it comes to like,
I love sitting. No, it's great, Luke. Don't get this twisted. I love just chilling to the max, dude. Sitting back, feet up, just fucking watching shows until my eyes bleed. Like I don't even know what I'm watching anymore because it's just a stream of shit. I love that. Chilling to the max.
Dude, I don't know if I could ever cope with my real problems if I ever stopped playing video games.
Really?
Yeah. I would definitely say
alcohol is my big problem.
Video games are more than like, let's say, a hobby. Like it is therapeutic in a way.
Oh, for sure. It's been my escape for years.
Yeah, I need
like
to find
26 of them.
I need to find more healthy.
I love it. I mean, it's more, and if you think about it, it's better than just sitting in a catatonic state, just watching a television show as your body just sits still the whole time. You know, you can just fucking actually be involved with it. Now that VR's there, you can actually be physically active in it.
I want to get a
really
VR
cool.
so bad.
Yeah,
you should get the PlayStation VR, dude. It's like $250 at new.
I will when
and it will go to PS5.
Again.
Can you play Half-Life Alex on that?
No, that's gonna be like a $6,000 kind of game, probably shit.
You need
like a special system.
Well, Sean's got it. I've got the. I don't know if my system could play VR. I don't think my system could. I don't know.
Sean probably has the nice VR though, with the stands that allow you to scan the room.
Yeah, he does.
Sean has this VR, and I want to talk about that real quick because I just got a new VR game, and let's get into video games.
Sure.
So when it came to Sean's house, when I went to his house to play VR, he's got these. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's the HTC5?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's it.
I don't know if that's
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
But it's got the sensors on the walls, so when you actually walk around, like it paints this invisible wall around you.
Well,
when you
point
get too close to that wall, it turns this purple wall appears in front of you, so you don't hit like a physical wall outside of this shit. It's crazy.
In the corner of the room, he's got what looks like a camera. It looks like a webcam camera, but it's like it's reading the imaginary laser and it's tracking where your controllers are at all times. And like Pat said, you take the remote and point it at the ground, and you just walk around the space that you'll be able to play in. And then when you put the thing on, you're completely immersed in that world. It's fucking crazy. Like the headphones are on.
You can physically move
that thing's on. The only part that sucks is there's a big-ass cord that runs from the back of your head, but it's not really that big of a deal. It's like a braided cable. It's real nice, like heavy duty, and you can still fucking move around on it. You can just feel it on your back, and like you can get it out of your way pretty easily.
You gotta be careful because you could trip on it and break that shit.
When you walk up in the video game world, like you can move around, but that isn't really how movement works a lot of times. A lot of times you have to point your remote at the ground, and like there's a button on the remote that you click.
Like an arrow forward.
Yeah, it'll zoom you forward in little increments.
Well, he has a game like which is like Space Pirates.
Space Pirates, yeah.
You can physically move in that one, and I mean I remember going over his house and like
you can do Matrix
dodging the fucking bullets. You know what I mean? But amazing. I mean, I got a game now that I just got. I had a lot going on, and I'll say real quick, my mother recently passed away, so I've been trying to find different distractions to get around it. And we're gonna get into like Last of Us because I wasn't around for the last episode to talk about it, and that got me through shit.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to like VR, I just bought a shit ton of games recently. I bought Ghost of Tsushima. I bought the Paper Mario Origami. I haven't played it yet. Hopefully, it doesn't suck. And then I got the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners VR. Which, you know what? It got a 9 out of 10, which you would never expect from a Walking Dead game because that series is just fucking hot garbage now.
Yeah, and the games don't really have a good track either besides the one Telltale.
The Telltale,
Isn't this one a Telltale one?
Yeah, Telltale is good. That's like a create your own story kind of thing. You make the decisions that change everything in the whole game. But with the Saints and Sinners game, it is the it's like the Telltale art style. So it looks really good.
Oh.
I was going to get the Marvel Iron Man one, but I got this one. In this one, you can actually physically move around. Like you can actually point, you can turn and move forward and backwards and stuff. And it's crazy because you can like stab these zombies in the head and your knife gets stuck. So you have to like pull it out and all this shit. Or you get like an axe and you can really claw them and stuff. It's a good time. It's a surprisingly really good game.
Have you
VR's a
seen
lot
the
of fun.
Half-Life Alex shit?
I have, but
Oh
I
my
haven't.
God, dude, it looks
I
insane.
haven't watched anything about it. It got a 10 out of 10 for like. I find that very rare for a VR game, but everything is just so interactive.
It did such a
those
good job. You
games.
could pick everything up,
Pretty excited.
everything on the ground, everything, and use
Everything.
it as a weapon, and it interacts the way that you think that it would interact. It's incredible. You can open up crates. It's got shit in there, organize stuff around, and it feels like you're really fucking there. I haven't played it, but I've seen the gameplay on like ACG's page and Game Ranks, because that's my go-to people usually is either Game Ranks or
I
ACG.
like Game Ranks.
Yeah,
Game Ranks is pretty fun.
Game
or
Ranks-
what culture? I don't know why I like. I watch a lot of weird YouTube shit that I feel like I can't watch in front of like Rachel. Like it's just super nerdy. Like
I
here's
hear
the
you.
top 10 super weapons in any video game you've ever seen. or
Allie
whatever.
hates it. Allie hates that shit.
Yeah.
And I love watching it. I love
it too.
every Batman video game ever ranked from worst to best, and it's an hour and a half because there's 100,000 Batman games. I watch that nonstop.
I
fucking
can't.
and paid attention.
I
I
can't-
go hard. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't do top 10 videos anymore because there was a long period in my life where I'd go to my friend's house in the basement, and us group of boys would be sharing a bong as we passed it around the room. There'd be like 7, 8, 9, 10 of us at a time, and one of us would have control of what was on the TV, and he would only ever play Mojo videos
Oh,
for like
The Mojo.
3 years straight. That was
Yeah.
the only thing on TV.
I'd be
So like
heated about
now
that.
I'm just over. Like I
yeah.
can't
Watch
stand
Mojo
the
has
format
totally
anymore.
Ran out of ideas.
Oh, lost.
They ran out of so
Dude,
many ideas.
I knew they were fucked and out of ideas when they posted the video like the top 10 worst internet viruses. I was like, fucking shut your channel
Stupid.
down tonight.
Shut up, Watch Mojo.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
used
that's
to
a
watch
good one.
Watch Mojo all the time. That was my go-to fucking thing. But no, mine's way nerdier. It's all video game shit.
Yeah,
Always.
same.
Like I don't
I-
even
I
play a
love
lot of
that
video
shit.
games, but I watch a lot of video game content on YouTube. I don't know what it is.
There's like 2 that I've been watching a lot recent, or 3 of them. One of them, She Says, which is he does this thing called Boundary Break, where he goes in these video games. You definitely check it out if you like the behind the scenes shit for video games. But he'll play like Animal Crossing or play Super Mario 64 or something, and he'll break the camera and he'll go and see everything outside of the level and shit.
I've seen
been
that.
thinking
Those
about
are
asking
great.
him.
He did it with
Yeah,
Spyro.
I'm gonna ask that dude to come on the show if he can. And then there's another guy, the Completionist.
seen
You guys
him.
might know who he is, but he plays these games, and he'll 100% them and give you like a full 30-minute like video breakdown on like the whole game and the experience. Pretty cool.
You know my
But
favorite.
there's-
Sorry,
Oh,
go
I was
ahead.
gonna say there's one more. One more I wanted to get on the podcast too. This guy called Comics Explained, and I feel like you guys.
Yeah, that's a great channel.
What is
he
it?
does
What
he
is
does
it?
an excellent job. He does it up to date and everything. He'll take a series of comics, a whole run, an arc. Most would say, and then he reads it to you. He'll show panel by panel without the text and the voice bubbles, but he tells you what's happening like scene by scene, issue by issue.
In a comic book?
Yeah, so like if you
Oh,
have,
no,
if you
I have
don't
seen
have
that.
if you don't
I
have
saw the
time,
Darth Vader one.
like if you don't
Yeah.
exactly, like if you don't have the time to go out and buy your comics or
What's he called
read
again?
anymore, Comics Explained.
Explained.
And you can just like go to his channel, find
I
the
have
arc,
seen it.
tap it, and
It's
he'll
great
tell
too.
you
I've only watched a
everything about
couple.
I'm gonna message that guy.
Oh,
I
he's
doesn't
a
have
great
much of
guy.
a following on social media.
He
so
has
I
a
feel like if I
podcast.
answered him, he might answer me if I message him. So
I'd love
I'll
to
shoot
have
him
him
a
on.
message.
Let's definitely get that guy on if he wants to do it.
I'd
That'd
love
be
to get more
fucking
nerdy
great.
shit.
That would be
I want to
great,
get
yeah.
a game developer on the show. I really want to know like
Agreed.
what all goes into like the animation for that.
What
shit.
about Corey Barlog, the guy that made the God of War series? He used to go on everything. Like that dude's like a podcaster
Email him.
through and
That'd be
through.
crazy.
Let's hit that dude up. What did the
him
bastards
an
think?
email.
You guys let us know if you know any fucking video game people that you want to like. I'm just gonna start shooting for the fucking from the hip with these like emails because fuck it.
That's
like,
what fucking Pat does. It's how he
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've been.
Anytime I wanted to get anyone that has some sort of following, you just literally send them a message on Instagram, and sometimes they'll answer, sometimes they won't.
I don't even give a shit about their following, but they have that big following because they're doing something super cool. So those are the people
Yeah.
that like I gravitate towards wanting to talk to because they have a lot that they want to say. They've got like really cool fucking stories. I'd love to have more guests like that.
All right,
Hopefully we've got a guest like that coming on.
Well, fuck
hopefully, maybe.
those people who talk about
tonight.
video games. Let's talk about about video games before we had the guest.
Wait. There was one more.
Oh, fucking wrap it up.
No, one more channel that I wanted to plug. I didn't get to
Spill
get it in. It's the ACG. If you're not familiar with it, he does the buy, rent, wait for a sale, or never touch it like a system where he does an entire breakdown. It's my favorite review. Fuck IGN. Those guys are paid to lie to you. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
true.
Allegedly.
Now they are.
Don't sue
YouTube
us.
channel real quick.
Allegedly.
The other night I was blazing. I was having one of the. I was just whatever.
420
It was just one of those
blaze
nights
it,
that
bro. Yeah.
I was blazing super late, and somehow I delved down the YouTube rabbit hole, and I ended up watching this guy drink a 9-pack of ranch dressing soda out of a boot, one of those Das boot things.
Was it LA Beast?
It was LA Beast, and I was fucking watching him drinking this shit, and he was vomiting and all this stuff. I'm like,
I can't
why do you
stand
do
to
this,
watch
dude?
his videos.
He's
can't.
a fool, but I love him.
He's a fool. He's such a
love him.
fool. Yeah, I don't know. I just had to bring that up because I
His
saw
videos
that. I was like,
fuck with me.
how did I get here? How did I get to this?
He won multiple world records for like pepper eating in one day. Like did all these crazy retarded challenges in one fucking day, where he's eating like Butcholokia peppers or Trinidad scorpion. I can't remember which one it was, but some of the hottest fucking peppers in the world. Has to put down a fuckload of them in front of like I almost said Olympic. The Guinness Book people were
The
sitting there with
Olympic
like
book records.
yeah, exactly.
These people are flawed already.
Sitting there with the fucking timer, and there's a priest there and a fucking nun or some shit because you gotta have like a judge is in
Dude,
the
I
room.
Pope is there.
I don't trust
There's a
anything
hawk
by
on a
Guinness
stick for some
anymore. As
reason.
far as I'm concerned, they're not to be credited anymore.
Why? What'd they do?
So there was this huge debate for years and years and years about this guy. I forget his name. He had the world record score for Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong. And
Hold up. Are you talking about the guy that won the arcade game and it was like a whole fucking thing? He was like the top of the top for years and years and years, and then they dropped it and then reinstated him? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He had the world record for the highest score on Donkey Kong, and people went and proved, like scene by scene, frame by frame, as to how his console that he used was hacked and messed with. Like he went in and messed with the wiring to make certain things happen, and like again and again, this dude was proven, and like Guinness Book like dropped him. Took it all away, and then this guy spent an obscene amount of money to try to countersue Guinness, and Guinness, I think it was that they settled out of court, and just a few months later they reinstated him.
Damn. So they had to put him back in there over a lawsuit. Like you could sue your way back into Guinness if you cheat.
Yep.
All
They
right.
lost all credit right there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a goofy book. I'm sure most of their
So if you
records are
see one of
pretty
those
quality.
books, Luke, you're going to burn it.
Well, to be fair, a lot of their book is only as thick as it is because they give like world records to the dumbest shit. Like to those fucking maniacs that just grow their fingernails down to the ground,
Yeah, those people
and they
drive
can't
me-
like
how do they wipe their
physically
ass?
move anymore. Yeah, the foulest shit ever. They're like, it's a world record. Let's fucking no, dude. This is
World's
not
longest
anything
tapeworm.
to record for
put this dude in a
future
book.
history. This is no reason to record this at all for like the
it's
future
so
human
weird.
civilization. Like when they find these Guinness Book of World Records, like, oh my god, what were they like archiving in this day and age? And it's like
Assholes.
right? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
most
throw
ass eaten in
time
one day.
capsules.
Like yeah, dude, the foulest, grossest shit, the dumbest shit,
most
the most
butter eaten in a 30-minute period.
The
9
most fucking-
sticks.
Most
like,
butter in an asshole. And
the
10
most
minutes.
McDoubles hidden in a roll.
But I mean, it's interesting that you
Like
say
a
the
fat roll.
fingernail people, because the fingernail people, like, I'm pretty sure they
Gross.
only grow their fingernails out just for this fucking book.
For
that comes
sure
out
they
once
do.
a
They're
year.
gross
Like,
people, and I hate them all.
It's
They're
so
gross as
stupid.
fuck.
Like
It's
their
so
whole
damn-
lives are crippled because of their ridiculously, freakishly
So
gross, bacteria-filled fingernails, and then they're all just for just yeah. I'm gonna
Fingernails
look right
get
across that.
disgusting. They get fucking disgusting.
They
I
get
bite my
super
nails.
thick.
I bite my
carrot.
nails, and it sucks because there's always like shit under there, and sometimes I get sick, and I think it's because I bite my nails a lot. But like I
Same.
have to keep my shit super clean for work, because I mean when you work as a as a line cook, like you can't have shit on your fingernails. Like I got pretty good. Well, I didn't go to work today, and I might have been sticking my fingers in the bowl.
Those are
bit,
boogers.
but still, yeah, they're all boogers and cum, boogers and cum.
Crusty cum or boogers? I don't know which one.
Yeah.
I'd have to smell
Shit
it.
flakes from where I overwipe. I got a lot of ass. What do you want from me? No, yeah, those people are fucking disgusting. All right, we were gonna move on to the Ghost of Tsushima, right?
Yeah. So Ghost of Tsushima is a new game that just came out, and if you have a PlayStation, pick this shit up because it is fucking legit. It's a samurai game where Tsushima is I don't know if it's a fake island or a real island, but it's based off Japan, and the Mongols attacked after Genghis Khan and all that shit, and they took down the whole island, and you are the last samurai to go and fight these people off, and you could go through it as an assassin or with honor, and it's fucking awesome. I played it for
so
like 8 hours
badass,
today.
dude.
Which way should you play it? With honor, or is that an assassin?
I do it as a straight up murder. I will fucking kill you all. Stand off, bring it on, bitch.
Now, what is the? Oh, go ahead, Luke.
I really like doing stealth as much as I can, but there's nothing better than a standoff. There's nothing, especially
do both?
What's a standoff, Luke?
Can you do both?
No.
Fuck.
So,
that was
like,
what I wish that you could do
A
both.
standoff is like you can walk up to an enemy fort or a group of them in the road, and when you hit the button to do a standoff, you let them know you're there. You go, face me.
Are you cowards?
What are you cowards? Yeah, stuff like that. And so it starts a scene. The enemy is in front of you. You have to hold triangle, and you're doing an EI slash, which is a real thing, and it's where you hold the sword in the scabbard, and then you do a quick draw, and then so you hold triangle, and they'll flinch at you. You have to like wait for them to
if you
attack.
if you don't do it right, they'll fuck you up.
If you do it too early, they'll slash you. So you have to wait for them to attack.
Do you
and when
die
you let
super
go,
quick?
No. Maybe. If you fuck up the standoff, you'll die super quick.
Yeah,
but if you do it right, you could destroy them.
There's also a thing this game doesn't have, which is locking on. There's no such thing, which kind of sucks. That's my one complaint about it, and
true.
it's such an insignificant complaint.
I've
There's
gotten
no
tripped
lock
up on getting
so
hung.
you can get surrounded and they don't go one at a time. Like it's not Arkham Asylum where they surround you and one person faces you at a time. Or
They're
two
all
or
attacking
three.
at once.
They're all attacking. Yes.
And it gets way harder the harder the difficulty. I saw all the videos.
And
on
what
they have
makes it even
leaders.
cooler? Yeah, they have leaders. They have brutes, and like there's different sword styles to deal with different weapons.
I
Like
want
you
to
got to
keep
use
going.
wind.
I
When
want
there's
you to
a-
keep going. I don't want to get too hyped though. So before, I have to know this: is it comparable to the Force, or what?
The Force Awakens.
No, the
That's a really good
Force
question.
or
So this
the,
is open world.
the Jedi
I know
game. Is
the
the
Force
combat
and-
like that?
No.
Okay.
Wait, you're talking about
Is it
Jedi
like Dark
Fallen
Souls
Order.
in any way?
Yeah, he's
Jedi
talking
Fall-
about Fallen Order.
Is it like the combat in Jedi Fallen
no.
Order where you don't feel like a badass the entire
it's not
time?
Like it's
no,
not like a brawler
you felt
kind of
like that
thing.
because you sucked at Fallen
Right,
Order.
and I'm telling you as a person that's like a casual gamer, can I jump into this game and play it?
Yeah,
or is it
yeah.
I'm gonna have to fucking learn how to be a goddamn samurai and read
No, you'll be
poems
able to
and
play
shit?
it fine.
You can hop
Okay.
right on in. It's really good.
It's not like on a
And
Dark Souls level, because that shit was almost on some Dark Souls shit
No,
to
it's
me.
not on
Not
Dark
hard.
Souls level.
It's not hard, dude.
And
It's-
you die, they give you fair restart points. Like you can fucking restart close to where you died and shit like
Yes.
that.
Yeah, there's
It's not like a
checkpoints.
bonfire and it's all the fuck way back. And
No,
all
it
the
has
enemies.
nothing
They
to do
also
with the
have-
Squaresoft game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
But
in.
there's
Keep
things about
telling
it.
me now. I'm in.
Yeah, there's things about it that make it a little bit different than other games. Like
Yeah.
certain buttons are not the similar ones that you're used to. Like the right trigger is going to be a lot of interaction and stuff, like
Yeah.
a trigger rather than a button.
Yeah.
But the craziest thing to me about this game is the map and how you use
Yes.
the map. The map just blows air and wind. Everywhere on the ground, there's just leaves, and that's like the big thing about this game is that there's leaves and particles and
Cherry
bugs just
blossoms.
flying everywhere. Yeah, flying everywhere. It's really
Pollen.
pretty.
It's beautiful.
But you don't have a waypoint. You just follow the wind. If you want to go somewhere, the wind will
I've seen
take
it.
you, and you have to follow
if you
where
flick
it's going.
up on the touchpad on your PlayStation, the wind picks up, so
You
you,
know-
find out
Oh, I
where to
didn't
go.
know
You know what
that.
I love about
That's
this
a good
game?
tip.
It's a subtle thing like that, but there's a button for like getting the blood off your sword.
Yeah, it's so Pat. If
Beautiful.
you didn't know about swiping up for the wind to pick up, so you know, if you swipe right, if your weapon is drawn, you just got done battling, you can flick the blood off, and then
I
you
love
draw
that.
your weapon. You can do if you swipe left, you do a curtsy bow, and then,
What?
yeah,
Like a
and if
fucking-
Why am I
Yeah.
missing this shit?
and if you swipe down on the touchpad, he pulls out a flute and plays a song, and you can unlock different songs.
I did catch him
Whoa.
playing a song recently.
But
and
it's
it
on
was
the it's on the
badass. Where'd you get this
PS4
flute from,
touchpad.
man?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Really?
What'd you say,
Dude, he was playing. I was playing it for like 6, 7, 8 hours today because I was off for bereavement.
Getting it tonight.
But I was just playing games all day, and yeah, he was playing a flute at one point. I was like, "Where the fuck did you pull this bad boy out? Where'd the fuck the flute come from?" It's a really good game, man. I haven't even done like any of the campaign
You're
shit.
getting it
I've
tonight.
only done the side shit. It's
we're
good.
we're only talking about combat for real. The world is so immersive. You know,
Yeah.
like he was saying about the map. Like if you I want to compare this to GTA. So like the map on GTA, when you look at it, it's like, whoa, that's big as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like in reality, it could take you like, it's only a 5-minute drive from the airport at the bottom of the map to like to the top of Mount Chiliad.
No,
like in
it's
real life,
long
it
as
takes
fuck.
you like 5 minutes.
It doesn't take you long at all. It
doesn't
does
take
not
you
take
long
more
at
than
all.
15 minutes to get across the entire map via car.
That's a
all.
big map.
in GTA.
That's a big
so,
map.
But if the map on this, you could be like, oh, the town is just like over here. It's not just over there. Like it's a long trip. And
Yeah.
especially with it being so hilly and mountains
So
being
you feel like
in the
you're on
way.
a samurai quest journey?
Yes.
Like you're like
The
on your
whole
way to your
time.
mission?
Yeah, man.
You're
you
playing
could
an
just,
anime?
Like, bro, I stumbled upon a shrine that had a frog, and there was a sign in front of it with a man that was bowed. So I swiped down a bow, and frogs just appeared like some godly
What?
shit.
No fucking way.
Swear to
super
God.
Did you try playing
There's-
flute for him?
I didn't.
Uh,
Oh, I should have started playing flute for the
I'm gonna
frogs.
have to
Yeah,
start doing
dude.
it all
What
the
if
time.
you had an
But
audience? You play the flute.
There's
and
stuff
then-
like that.
You
There's
can
like
get different outfits and shit too,
different
which is pretty cool.
outfits.
Every time you start a side quest or a mission, it's like starting a tale or a legend.
an
And
episode.
it'll pull up, yeah, it will pull up like an old time. You can play this all in black
It
and white
shows the
too, with the
kanji.
old like.
I heard
Yeah,
the black
that's
and
it,
white
like
mode
that.
sucks because it fucks up the audio. Like it makes it sound like a
Yeah,
legit
maybe.
film from the 50s, but it like also like it
believe it.
sounds like a film from the 50s. So you're like all the good like sound drops got lost. Keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
But yeah, you can. Every time you start like a tale or a legend, it pulls like the logo right in front of you in all Japanese and shit. And it's really cinematic. It's a damn good game,
It's-
man.
yeah, it's incredible.
Solid. Seriously, at first when I was playing, I was like, "Oh, these buttons are a little weirdly placed," but you get used to them real quick, and like you can learn all these different stances. Like let's say you got a spear guy, a shield guy, some guy with swords or whatever at you. You have a different sword stance you can do for each one, and they
Yeah.
all have their own trees to fucking develop, and it's really cool. Yeah, I like that game a lot.
It's
been a fun
a lot of fun. The combat makes it a lot of fun that way. You know, having a swap between it all to fight different opponents mid combat. It's a lot of fun.
I would
Like,
say one of the top games of the year. I would say like top 10 games of the year.
Yeah.
I would say.
That's what I keep hearing over and over
No.
again. I
Yeah.
hear that's just perfect in every little subtle way. That ACG guy is the one that I did the review that I saw and he does these long breakdowns, like these 30-minute videos where he's going through sound. So like everything you guys told me, I've saw him do it and like break it all down. The only thing that sucks for me is that you can't change modes, like go in between being the ghost, which is the assassin, and being like the honorable warrior or whatever the fuck. I'm like, God damn it, but that doesn't break it for me.
Well,
It
it
just gives
depends on how you're doing it.
replayability to it.
well,
I may
mean,
not have reached the quote unquote ghost section yet,
You
but
can-
I will say you can go up to it's like kind of like Far Cry where you see these different little like a logging place or whatever, and there's Mongols that take over it. You can approach it any way you want.
Oh,
But
I thought you meant at the
can
beginning
still
of the
go in
game.
stealth. Oh no.
I thought you had to
don't have
choose
full-
one or the
you have
other.
Full choice.
Okay,
Like
I'm
one
back.
day, one time
I'm
you
back.
could be the honorable samurai. The other one you can just be a straight up
Oh, okay.
murderer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm all
You have
the
the
way in.
choice to do whatever per different place. So that's a good question.
I
Yes,
was saying
can-
you
can
couldn't
it
do
anytime.
both earlier because like when you do a standoff, you announce to everyone that you're there. So like the
Yeah.
ghost option is out the fucking
Okay,
window.
so I got confused. I thought you were saying at the
Yeah.
beginning of the game you have to choose
No.
one or the other. I was like, that sucks. I want to be able to do both when I want to do both.
And
Like,
let's say
But okay,
kill
now I'm
a
back
lot
in.
of them.
Now I
You kill a shit ton of them. You can if you can't find the rest of them, you can call them back out. Like, come fight me. Come fight
yeah,
me. Where are
yeah.
you?
Like
cowards?"
if you're
And they'll come to
taking
you.
out a whole town and you can't find the last two stragglers, you can just call them out.
Like, where
what-
the fuck are you, pussies?
What
You
I
don't say
love
like that,
though is
Say
you
with honor.
you grow your renown and legend. So like
renown.
so like if you kill like the leader in front of a group of dudes and your fear level is high enough, they'll just drop their shit and run away or fall on their hands
Yeah.
and knees like crab style and walk backwards from you, and you just
Yeah.
have to kill them and put them out of their misery.
Yeah, I just got the spoiler alert. heavenly swipe or heavenly
Heavenly
attack.
Strike, the first
All right.
mythic move. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's all I've been doing today.
You
is getting
cut
the mythic
arms
shit.
off with that move. It's incredible.
When you do it, like it has like a little bit of a penalty on you. Like you have these little things you can use to heal yourself or whatever, and you only get so much unless you counter or something like that. But when you attack them with this, it shoots off the wind right in front of you like some magical attack, and then everybody like runs away like little bitches, and you feel so badass. Then you chase them down.
And then there's specific blood animations for every single way that you strike. Like watch the video, and every single strike that he makes, whatever direction he striked in, there's a blood that comes directly from there instead of it being like most
Like
video
an
games up to
explosion
that
of
point
blood.
exactly, you would hit them anywhere. You hit them in the leg and blood explodes from their chest, and it's like it's a video game, that's how it's supposed to. But this one's like figured out, like you stab him through the back, the blood comes out the back and sprays out the back onto the ground. Like,
it has like an animation for almost
details.
every like end kill for every kind of attack you do, which is kind of cool. So when let's say you hit him on the first attack, it will have like an animation where the sword sticks in him and then you kick him off. You kick him off the sword and then you just swing around the back. It's so dope. It's so well produced.
What I also
so
like
gangster.
is when you fucking lose. Sometimes if you die, you don't die right away. So like the enemies will kick you in the sides or around before they execute you and kill you.
Damn.
It's
you have
brutal,
the option
dude.
to execute people too. With their crawling away, you can go up and just stab them in the back and just twist it. It's a good game, man. You should buy it. I recommend
so
it.
good.
I like that it's like realistic with the amount of times that you hit somebody before they're dead, because a lot of video games it's like you gotta hit this dude 1,200 times before he falls down. It's like no, he's swinging a big ass fucking sharp ass sword at somebody, 2 hits and he's done. 2-3 hits, he's fucking out. Like I like that the stakes are real. And it almost makes sense that you can't lock on because they're like trying to make it more immersive. And like if you felt the video game like auto grabbing everybody, it would also like take something away from figuring strategy out.
There's a lot of immersiveness in it as well beyond just like this stuff. I mean, you're in Japan, so you get to experience this whole culture over here, and everything is so different. And every artifact or collectible you find, it has like a unique story on it where I'm actually genuinely excited to read them every time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's legitimate or not, but it's
so
genuinely good shit.
There's truth in this game, man. So I had that same thought. I was playing this game and I knew that this event was real, but I wanted to know how much of this story was real, because obviously these events are fabricated. You know what I'm saying? Like there probably wasn't a rivalry with Lord Sakai against, this Mongol leader. Like that was fashioned for this story. But I wanted to know, like, how many of these characters that are referenced, the side characters, are probably real. You know what I mean? Like Lord Adachi is a real samurai. He was a real person. Like these people have real stories and backgrounds.
You think they put Musashi in this?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think it's a different period.
Okay, that sucks. Well,
yeah,
Musashi was what, the 1400s?
It gives you an idea.
Musashi
Genghis
was a
Khan was
baller. Give me a
alive.
game on Musashi. He killed
Here.
a man at the age of 14. But he put out a poster in his town saying, "Meet me at noon, bitch. I'll kill anyone."
His dad also was the greatest like samurai in his village. Like Miyamoto Musashi's dad was, I forget the term for it. I'm not good with Japanese terms and shit like that, but he was known as like one of the best of all time. No, not Bushido. But it's kind of tragic at the end of Musashi's life that there's this fucking like story about his son that he was gonna pass everything down to, because like his father, his son, they're all these legendary fucking samurai, and then apparently he was in like what are the rulers called that they work for, that the samurai
Emperors?
work for? No, the
Shoguns?
The shoguns. So the shogunate died, and if you're a retainer, meaning if you're the fucking the head samurai and retainer to that shogunate, and he dies early, you have to commit seppuku. So his son had to kill himself, and he had to adopt another kid. Okay, go ahead, Pat. I've seen your finger up for a minute.
I was gonna say, this time frame wise, when this is, whenever Genghis Khan was alive, this is about the enemy. One of the enemies in the game is his grandson. So
he
that
explains
gives you
that his
Kublai Khan.
he grants that his he says that Kublai Khan is his father.
Oh, so Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan,
Kublai, and then this guy.
Yeah, so that's in 2 generations from Genghis Khan. That's what time frame it is.
Well, this is real. The Mongols really did try to invade Japan, right? And they got the fucking shit stomped out of them by the Japanese. Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna get on boats and ride all the way over there with horses and
The funny thing is when you go to like an oceanside cliff, you'll see the Mongol ships.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah.
that's interesting.
Because originally in the beginning of this
Can you
game,
swim?
there's only like 80 samurai versus the entire Mongol army, and they all sail in. And
80
that's all I'm gonna tell you
samurai
from there.
versus the outsiders.
Yeah, kind of like a 300 scenario. It's been fun. It's a good one. And there's customization too, and there's a bits of grinding bits to it, but it's kind of fun, you know.
I love
enjoy it.
grinding. Yeah. wrong
One
with
of the
grinding?
first unlocks I got was the Wind of Vanity. So whenever I swipe up on my touchpad, the wind will blow me to an object I can wear, whether it be a headband, a mask,
that
a
too.
hat, a new sword set. Like, it's all cool.
Yeah, dude. It sounds fucking gangster. It looks amazing.
It's
like,
it's like a really good mix of, like, it has elements of Assassin's Creed if it was ever good.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Those
hide
games
in the
suck.
tall grass. Oh, there's also a trailing mission. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
new Vikings game looks so ass.
You don't think Valhalla looks good?
Bro, that shit looks like
Rachel's
ass.
really
I thought it
excited
looked.
for that
I thought it
one.
looked really good.
Nah, after I saw this, I was like, this is like what Assassin's Creed's trying to be.
What I think,
So
I
hard.
think Assassin's Creed is gonna try to steal this game's thunder and do a Japan finally that
I don't
everyone's
think-
been asking for
Yeah.
years.
That will
I've never
happen.
fucked with Assassin's Creed ever. Like, I've never got behind that game.
Well,
I don't know why.
there are
fucked
some
with
good
them up
Assassin's
until
Creed
Brotherhood.
games.
Yeah, Brotherhood
Black
and Black
Flag.
Flag was incredible.
Yeah, Black Flag is about pirates and shit, and that game was amazing.
Black Flag was the
Phenomenal.
last good one.
Yeah, I didn't care for any other ones after
Syndicate
that,
was
but,
shit.
yeah.
What's the one where they're in fucking 1850s London? What's that one?
That's
Syndicate.
Syndicate.
That one's
was
shit?
Yeah.
Syndicate was shit.
I heard that one was supposed to be like underrated or something.
It was
shit.
nah. It was
You
shit.
might like it, Cody, but I don't think so. Whatever.
Syndicate was shit. Odyssey was or not Odyssey. Odyssey's all right. Origins was shit.
Yeah, the last one I played was Origins, and it was awful. I couldn't get past more than like 35 minutes of it.
It's
But maybe
bad.
if I go back to it, I'll like it. Who knows? I was like that with Days Gone, and I really liked Days Gone after I played it a second
You
time.
won't. It's terrible.
You
But
want
let's get back into the Last of Us real quick. Let's move on real quick, because don't we have to talk to this guy, hopefully? Is
Yeah,
that happening?
supposedly. I don't know if he's coming on or not. I'm not gonna announce him until I find out for sure. I'll go
Is
in
there-
there. You guys talk Last of Us because me and Luke.
Yeah,
already did
let's
this
talk about
last
real
week.
quick.
You guys do it. I'll
So-
go figure this out.
Unfortunately, I didn't hear Luke's opinion on the whole game, but let me tell you my opinion on the game real
Yes,
quick.
please.
First off, I thought this game was a masterpiece when it comes to storytelling, keeping me on the edge of my seat the whole time. And with the current situation that was going on for me, maybe it keeps this special place in my heart, but it taught me on how to let go of loved ones. Like, the good thing about this game that really makes it stand out is the humanity in it. You know, it really, really gets you in on both sides of who's bad, who's good, and a little bit about each one. Like, you sneak up on someone that's an enemy or whatever, they're talking about their personal lives. Or let's say you shoot someone or whatever, they're gonna be like, Jamie, or whatever. Like, you killed one of their members.
Yeah.
And it is brutal, and it teaches you, like I said, about letting go and people you love. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it also, you know, just it just pushes the envelope when it comes to gaming, and like the graphics. There's an animation for everything. Hell, even when you play guitar in the game, you can legitimately play notes and chords and everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, the guy, or what's his fucking
Mark
name? The guy from-
Hoppus played his
Mark
own
Hoppus,
song,
yeah, he was playing like his song off that shit or whatever, which was crazy. But the game, I thought, was just so well done. Everything had every bit of detail on it. It just had a lot of love on it. I can understand, and I don't agree with, but I can understand why these motherfuckers are giving it bad reviews and all this shit. And I think it's
That's
so
me.
stupid. Just get over it, dude. Like, just get over it. Whatever. It shouldn't be a big thing if it's supposed to be normal, is what I think. And they did it so well. Like, you don't even think about that shit. It's just whatever. But I can understand why people would give it shit. I don't think anybody should be giving it reviews, though, before they actually play the fucking game. Maybe that's just my opinion. But I thought it was altogether a masterpiece. It helped me get through a really, really tough time in my life, which I'm still struggling with. But it is just one of those games that just really, really blows you away, in my opinion. And if you haven't checked it out, don't let anyone fucking spoil it for you, even though we probably talked about it in the last episode.
We did. I spoiled the
fucking
whole
great-
story.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's a damn good game, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. One of my top fives, I would say, for sure. But you said you had an issue with it?
like I could deal with them killing Joel if it wasn't in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
You know, he was on the cover of the first game. He was the person you played as the whole time. Like
He's
that
the
was
most likable character.
like easily. So like I'm fine if they had killed him, like if she had beat him to death later, or if he like, you know, got bit protecting Ellie and Ellie had to kill him, like in that form of lesson maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with that decision. And I also didn't like that they spent, like, you know, people loved the first one. Loved it. It's going to be one of the greatest games ever made. It's going to be brought up with Doom. It's going to be brought up with Halo. Like, that's just how people feel about it. So I didn't like that in the first 5 minutes of the game, they took away the person who made that game what it was and then killed him in the first 5 minutes and then had the audacity to make me try to feel sympathetic for the murderer.
That is one thing I will say.
I could not give a fuck about Abby. I don't give a shit about her boyfriend not loving her and getting some other girl pregnant. I don't care how hard her life was. She did what she did.
She killed Joel, which makes you hate her for good.
If her story, I agree. If her story was like a DLC, then that would have probably been a lot better. But I hated all 12 hours of them making me play as her. I didn't.
It's like as soon as like they make you hate her so much, right? All the way through, and then you start playing and they're like, "You like Abby yet?" And then an hour in, "You like Abby yet?"
Nope.
2 hours in, "You like Abby yet?" Or
Nope.
like 7 hours in, "You like her yet?" And
nope.
That's all they should have. Like, I feel like maybe, I mean, it's still, I think personally, in my opinion, pretty damn good storytelling. But maybe if they switched Abby's part first and then Ellie's part second, it would have a little bit more of an impact, maybe. But also, I would be okay with Joel being killed at the complete end of this because he was a character I definitely was excited to play as. But
we got two Soaps in the room. Come on, Soap, come jump on. Allie, come jump on. Allie and Soap are here.
What's up?
What's up? Hi. How you doing?
Here, you need these.
What's going on, man?
The return of Soap. What's going on, dude? What's new?
It's too much. Like, there's a pandemic right now. Look how close we are together.
Yeah, where's your mask?
Didn't Luke test positive?
No.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. You'll be all right.
That's hilarious.
Positive. How are you, Shug?
I'm hanging in there. I'm good for now.
I feel
Yeah. Yeah. But what the fuck's up? Yeah, no social distancing over there I'm seeing, really. I feel like everybody's staring at me because I'm not there. This is weird as shit to me.
Why aren't you?
Do something, Patrick.
Why don't you come here?
Be entertaining.
What?
Just fucking do hands.
So is
No,
this...
we were just talking about video games, yeah.
So
What's
Allie,
up?
tell us about the guest that's coming on. Who's your dude? Is he coming? What's happening?
I don't think he has replied yet.
He hasn't replied
Who
yet?
is this guy, though? I don't even know anything about this situation.
He does like
so just
voice impersonations, and he's like fucking spot on with it. I sent Luke a few videos of it.
he's on TikTok, right?
Yeah, he has like 2 million followers.
Is it one of those like creepy TikTok guys that's like into like
No.
the really young age group or that whole thing?
No.
Seems like there's a whole bunch of those on there.
No.
We don't. Pat has no idea.
I have no fucking idea.
Pat
who
has
this
no
guy
idea
is.
who's coming on his own podcast right now. Nah, he's
I
actually
don't.
talented. Allie shows me this garbage all the time, and it's always like the shittiest. Not his garbage. TikTok garbage. I'm talking straight hot TikTok trash, and I can't stand it.
I feel
But-
personally fucking victimized.
However, Mr. Hamilton had some quality shit, like flawless Eddie Murphy impressions. He's coming with like he does a BioShock voiceover. Yeah, Bernie Mac BioShock voiceover where he sounds spot on the BioShock narrator. He's doing like all these fucking crazy impressions plus like he's like 2 million followers on fucking TikTok. Like I want to see what that's like. Let's see if we can get this dude on the line. Do you have any more Last of Us shit you want to talk? Can we take a break
that was it,
and get
really,
this
that
dude
was
on
it.
here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can move on to this guy, see if he answers.
Well, here.
Wait,
if he
real
doesn't
quick.
come on,
So
everybody's gonna
promote your
feel
shop.
like an
Promote your
idiot.
shit real quick, Soap.
Hi.
Luke, help her out.
I'm
Where do
bad
we
at
follow
this.
you?
Come on, Soap. Talk yourself up. Soap is a wonderful, incredibly talented tattoo artist at
I'm
Red
doing my
Dragon
best.
Tattoo.
I try my best.
Try.
She did all of our tattoos. She did all the bastard sermon tattoos.
She's done 3
Fucking
tattoos on me. She's done the bastard sermon. She's done the Gundam head on me, and I've got a
Yeah.
fat piece on my thigh.
I got 2 from her, and she's one of. I would say if anyone's good
Light
with clean
hands.
lines, this person's really good with clean lines.
Great
If you
lines,
wanna
light
get someone
hand.
who has clean lines and can do circular stuff very good. Hit
You
this
guys are
person
hyping
up.
me too much.
Well, I mean, we're just being real, though. I mean, every
there's-
single tattoo artist that ever comes on the show, they have their own unique style, and I think that's what's a cool thing about Cincinnati tattoo artists is that it might be a little oversaturated with a lot of artists, but there's a lot of really good artists too that are very original and unique in their own stance. And I would say that Soap, you're one of those people that definitely stand out.
For
Not
sure.
to suck your dick. I'm just telling you the truth.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of
My
course.
Instagram
Go
is
check that out.
Cambodian Cupcake. And I like to do really cool tattoos, I guess. If you want to check out
Yeah,
my stuff. I'm
hit it
really
up.
bad at this.
We'll be back with Mr. Hamilton,
Hopefully.
hopefully. Thanks, Allie, for setting that interview up. All right, guys, we're back. Here's a good place for plugs, as good as any, I would imagine. This episode is sponsored by the amazing, the talented, the incredible, the long dick wizard, Anthony Tank Mansfield. He runs the Kneel to No One brand. If you want to check him out, he's got an amazing line of glassware, merch, and custom art starting at $30. He also does the 6 Bomb Boards thing with a bunch of cool other people that have been on here, including Justin 3000 Stewart, and Eamon Hill, and Jamie Filer. Whenever live shit starts happening again, go and check that out. I don't know when the fuck they'll be setting that up again. At Kneel to No One, KNEELTONOONE. Great dude, great shit, great art. Love that guy. Next read.
We are also sponsored by Clifton Barbers. Clifton Barbers is now, if you guys hadn't heard when we had them on, they are now appointments. You got to schedule that stuff ahead of time, but go ahead and get that appointment made ASAP because you know they're getting booked.
Hit up Cody Best.
Hit
That's
up Cody
the
Best,
fucking
man. He's obviously talented.
He was on last week's episode
He's
with me
as
and Luke.
talented as he is handsome. But go ahead
Super
and
handsome.
make your appointment with Clifton Barbers. Go ahead, tip them big. You get a great cut for a great price.
It's all men's haircuts, like modern styles and stuff like that. Like,
Make you dapper, bro.
yeah, man. If you wear that Patrick Seta, Luke Young, modern hip kid shit.
My hair is fucking garbage right now. Don't say anything about my hair.
If you're like Pat and you have enough testosterone in your body to grow a beard on not only your dick and balls but also your face, they'll even trim that up, make it look nice for you. Or if you're a bald fuck, they could do a straight shave on the top of your dome piece and make that shit feel like a slimy snake, a slithery
I bet
snake.
if you ask Cody too, he would. If you have nipple hair, he'll make a clean cut for you.
Oh, he wants to do something, Pat.
Yep.
He wants to do
Yeah.
something for the show. He wants to shave my balls. He wants
It's
me
gonna
to
be
put
awesome.
my balls
Yeah,
where
you
his
mentioned
straight
that once
razor is.
before. We should. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah,
I said I'd do it. Yeah, you can straight
Yeah.
razor shave my balls. It'll be gross.
it's
but
happening.
Sure, yeah.
That'll be a good thing for the live event.
I
It's
told him to
happening.
promise not to nick a nut. Yeah, I mean, I
Nick a
would
nut.
love
Don't nick a nut. Don't nick a nut with a
Please.
cut.
Oh, don't get all shaky hands, all scared, all fucking shaky fingers Magoo over here, like dropping the straight razor, cut my sack down the middle of the seam.
But he
and then
won't
I'm
do
holding
that.
my egg
Oh.
bag in one hand and my empty fucking burlap
Egg
sack in the
bag.
other while I'm waiting in the line at the hospital. to
He
get it all
won't
put
do that because he's
pieced back
incredibly
together.
talented. So go ahead and make your appointment with Cody Best. And
Yeah, he's like a
something
ghost
big.
of Tsushima.
Yeah, I don't think that he's gonna be fucking
He's a
trimming.
samurai with a straight razor.
Let's make this clear.
Yeah.
He's not trimming nut hair on the regular except for his own, I'd imagine.
It's just his and Cody's.
Don't call him and waste his time and be like, "Oh, dude, you
He'll
wanna
talk to you
shave
about
my
it, though.
balls? You want to shave my balls, dude? Don't do that to him. I don't know. He seems like he has a sense of
Hey,
humor.
Cody, you want to shave my balls?
You want to shave my balls, man?
my balls?
Sorry, where can they
He's
go?
probably about to get so many calls or something that says, like, hey, you want to shave my balls?
Kind of hope that he does. It'll fucking
that'd be
that'd bring
fun.
my day.
He'd
up.
like it. He'd
Yeah,
like
he'd
it.
love that.
Ruin someone else's day to make mine better.
I'd like it. Let's be honest. Who cares? But
we're also sponsored by Scarlet Smoke Shop. You can find that at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio 45249, or 937 Monmouth Street in Newport, Kentucky 41071. You can still go in the shop. Just wear your mask. They have hand sanitizer, which I use all the time. They have anything you can get from glass. They have let's say like hemp stuff,
kratom,
things you can get. Yeah, all kinds of
user
stuff. There's literally anything you could want in a smoke shop.
Pat,
there.
what if
It's
I'm
pretty cool.
scared to go into a physical shop? What do I do then? But I want all of Scarlet Vape and Smokes awesome tobacco smokeware and kratom supplies. What do I do then, Patrick?
You got to hit up scarletsmokeshop.com or go to Instagram at Scarlet Smoke Shop. And you'll be able to find it there. And if you message them and tell them you're a bastard, they'll give you 10% off too.
10%?
Yeah.
Wow.
10%, boy.
Better than the Kroger's.
Do you guys want to talk about the event with like what we were talking about here? Because we always promote that real quick.
Bastard Fest is canceled, bitch. Sorry. I'm sorry.
For now.
It's canceled for 2020.
It's suspended indefinitely until at least I don't know, until there's people are comfortable going back out.
But
no one goes out.
Will definitely make sure that the tickets that were bought are still honored.
Yeah, I mean, or figure out. I don't know how the money refund shit works because that's all through Southgate.
We'll figure
House.
it out.
But we plan on having this event, and if you've bought a ticket, we've got a record of it, and you've got a record of your ticket, so that ticket will still be good when we choose to do this in 2021. Look, it's a 50-person cap on people that can be in that building, and I think amongst performers, like artists, all the people that we're going to have at the Southgate House Revival, that's like 50 people with just our lineup of people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, between all the fucking bands, 10 bands at 4 to 5 members apiece, that's already 50 fucking people.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're not all, plus the staff of Southgate House. So it's like they've already reached maximum occupancy for a festival event like this, for this fucking one-day experience just on the performers alone. And then it's like,
It's
what,
just not
50
fair
people?
to
It's not.
anyone.
That's not going to work. Everybody's scared of COVID, like worried to go out, and you should be. I mean, there's no fucking like vaccine. You can't social distance well at the events and whatnot. So, I mean, out of these health concerns and this event not being what it like has the true potential to be, we got to shut this thing down for this year and talk about how we're going to approach doing it later. And since everything's in this weird gray area with fucking COVID and no vaccine and no cure, we don't know when we're going to be rescheduling for it. It'll kind of just be a day by day sort of thing. We'll know whenever we know.
Once we
we'll
know
keep you
about
informed.
it, we'll talk about it. I mean, we'll be sure to be promoting it for sure. You know, I would assume 2021 would probably be a good time, but currently it's just indefinitely until we get it figured out. Luckily, we already know what we're all doing for it, and there'll probably be more things added, which would be cool whenever we do have it, because we'll have much more time to plan. But it should be an easy process once things are more comfortable.
Yeah, dude, agreed. And I mean, we were all fucking looking forward to this. April was supposed to be the original date. I remember how excited I was to fucking be doing this.
I was
big
so
event.
excited.
And then we got to shut it down. Like, I saw it coming. And like, oh, it's going to get shut down. Like, I don't even know when the fuck they're going to be able to do this. And then, like, you can kind of hear my progression of this in the podcast itself, like if you listen to the quarantine episodes, because we all go through this. I think Pat stayed the most consistent with like this COVID shit's all fucked up, but like I was like up and down, like it's nothing. I don't even need to wear a mask. Fuck all that shit. Why are we even fucking social distancing? To the next week, I'm changing my opinion because everything's fucking always up in the air and changing and shit like that. So I was hopeful that this second wave that they've been talking about since everybody quarantined originally and everything got opened back up, they'd been talking about the second wave happening. I was like, bullshit, it'll be fine. It doesn't seem to be killing anybody. I was running my dick sucker about it on the podcast. Just like fucking trying to jinx the whole world and our own event. And then fucking, it's like now we're closing in on the end of July and shit's still fucked. And it's like, this thing is 2 months away now. And it just feels like
we're still in the first wave.
Yeah,
of
dude,
the whole thing.
It just feels like this is going to be some fucking... It's just going to keep going until there's better treatment, a cure, and a vaccine, and that shit is on the horizon.
People wise the fuck up.
I mean, the smartest thing we could do is close this fucking thing down, so... Yeah, I also want to say...
2020 is canceled.
Yeah, I also want to say sorry for running my mouth. Like, if you listen to the episodes in quarantine, nobody knows what the fuck's going on. So whatever, fucking, you listen to it and you get upset. Oh, how could you say you didn't fucking wear a mask? It's like, I don't know, I was saying it when everybody else was saying it, when everybody felt a certain way. This shit's been changing day by day. So if I look like an asshole going back, I'm just letting people know now in this one. Nobody's giving me any shit, but just letting people know. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm an idiot.
What Cody's trying to say
retard.
is in like the most complicated way possible is that he's not a medical expert and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Thanks, Pat.
And we
Quick
all
save.
don't really know what's going on with it. Just try and do the right thing and be safe, protect your fellow man.
Yeah, dude. So no
Yeah.
Bastard Fest. Bummer, but I mean, it'll still happen. We just don't fucking know when.
Yeah, and hopefully it will be bigger and better than ever. You know, much more time to plan for it, much more cool things for us to do for it, more podcasts possibly to add. There's been a lot of podcasts that we know recently that have been starting up, like the Delightfully Macabre podcast. TMB's back up. A couple of our friends are trying to start up podcasts. Like, if you ever want to do one, like, this is the perfect time to do it. It's pretty simple to figure out, and you know, we can all mix and match and chat with each other or something.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I want to start linking up with as many people and podcasts as possible while we're doing all this Zoom shit. Like, it's a good way to interconnect ourselves with all these fucking cool people and, like, keep the spirit of this thing going while everything's getting shut down. We're not able to do live shit. It doesn't mean that we have to stop, like, promoting all the cool shit going on and whatnot and linking up with all these people.
Yeah. The Delightfully Macabre podcast, I think they're trying to get like a fortune teller or something on their show. I saw them post. I'm not on Facebook that often, but I saw that. I caught this on there. And I was like, that's great. I want one of those on our show. I really want to have a psychic or something.
I would rip them apart.
She was asking for guests if anybody knew anybody, and then like two people back to back were like, oh, I knew someone who does tarot. And there's two different people who did tarot.
I haven't listened to them.
Look, the episodes are quality.
I got to check them out.
Yeah, they have good
I've
shit,
listened
man.
to the earlier episodes, and they're good, but I haven't listened to it. So
It's very
okay.
well done. Like, they came, I would say they came out full force. Like, they have a cool ass intro. Like, it's very professional quality. I definitely recommend it.
I can't wait to check out the studio when it's all said and done. Their new place.
I don't know exactly what they're doing. Do they have like they're doing like a professional build, or are they doing something that we did?
It's like a whole basement. I
awesome.
recently just got tattooed. I got an appointment booked for a while, and I got tattooed this past 2 weekends ago. And I saw Jack and Haley there, and she tattooed this really cool Gengar piece. If you want a Pokemon piece, go check her out. She's got good shit. But they were talking about the studio and how it's like in the basement of I guess a house they're at. And it's like a whole area dedicated to it, and they are all putting like some good money on it, kind of like how we did. And it should be really cool. I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, it sounds dope. I mean, that's a fucking big undertaking, is putting all this shit together. I mean, we figured it out when we slowly like pieced all this shit together over time. It's like, how do we record this thing on an iPhone? And then it's like, well, fucking iPhone, how do we get a recorder? Like, oh, lots and lots of money. And then fucking keep throwing in on little pieces and start building this thing up. And then, I mean, it takes years sometimes, and it's a fucking giant undertaking. But when you finally get there, you can make some quality content. So I wish them
really
the best
fun.
of luck.
It's fun.
When did
getting
we
gear.
get there?
Get where?
To the quality content.
We made sure. Well, I don't know about if it's quality. Just maybe it's all dog shit. Probably, I'd say a good
Sound quality, maybe.
sound quality has always been there, though. We've always had good sound quality.
For
Like,
always, yeah.
never. Well, in the test episodes, which we've never put out, sound quality sucks.
I still
dick.
have one.
I've still got a fuckload of them, but I can't put them out because we also had crazy shit. Like,
I have two.
Yeah, what happened in
I
those
have
times?
I have one where the seed was bought at the store, and it was a podcast recorded without Patrick. And then I have another audio recording with the three of us in the basement.
I have one where Pat told a story where I was like, I listened to it recently, and I was like, for sure, Pat wants nothing to do. I was like, I should just delete this whole ass podcast right now, because I was like, this is old Pat talking, like a different man, Patrick talking, and I was like,
Yeah, different world probably back then. That's what I'm thinking. Like now, it's like I feel like I'm such a different person now, and it's
You
only
are.
been what, like 3 years since we've been doing this.
yeah, dude,
Totally
like a
don't
house
show
now and
that
shit?
to anyone if you think that.
I feel like a house and a wife and shit. It's fucking
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not putting that out. Don't worry. Don't. I know your asshole's puckering shit like Cody. Shut the fuck up. Shut up
It's
now.
hilarious. It's hilarious. I do think about that though, because I feel like our quality, or quality by maybe, I don't even know if anybody calls what we have quality or not, but you know, just the difference of what we used before as topics versus now. It's just like a totally different show now. And it's interesting how things grow.
Yeah, dude. We're all stalling for time right now, by the way, with the Mr. Hamilton guy. What's happening?
Yeah, what's up with
Allie?
May
that?
or may not.
Who is Mr.
Come to the
Hamilton?
mic. I tried to hold the mic to your head, and you just like.
Allie, tell us. Tell us.
He said, "Can we do 9? I swear it'll be 9. I have to shit." And I said, "Yeah, no worries." And I was at 8:52, and then at 9:12 I said, "Are you ready?"
And he hasn't said anything. No. He's big time.
Dude, he fell in the toilet.
Dude's big time.
What if he comes back and he's like, I'm sorry, I had a mega deuce.
to drop the?
It's been like an hour.
I mean, he's.
Like, does someone need to call 911?
It's all right. I dropped the ball on all of our Bastard Fest meetings while Pat was gone. When Pat had to go take care of personal business, the fucking tag team fuckery duo of Cody and Luke can't get shit done without Patrick present because we just everything. The podcast shuts off. Like nobody's doing photoshops. I'm just like I don't know. I was tired.
It really did go off the rails.
With the
Cody
shit,
was
Pat.
like 3
What
days.
happened?
Cody was like 3 days late on the Photoshop for the episode.
And on top of that, I didn't even use Cody Best's face. I used like a fucking.
It was his
my
drawing.
my own drawing because I was too.
What happened with you two?
And then I was a day late to share it because it took me a day to realize that he was 3 days late on sharing the photo.
And then we had meetings. Like we were trying to not keep you involved because you had your like the stuff going on in your life. So we weren't even messaging the group chat. It was like talking to Will about it, and he was like, all right, so we're good for Wednesday, right? I'm like, fucking Wednesday, it's happening. And then Wednesday was rolling around, people clearing their schedules out. I could tell just from talking to Mansfield through text that he was upset with me, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, for sure I'm a douchebag.
Yeah.
Like, I tried to say sorry, didn't even respond to it. Mansfield,
You
if you're
made
listening,
Mansfield mad.
Sorry, dude. My bad. But yeah, but we are a shit tag team, Pat. We need you. Like, please don't.
No, hold on. I
Leave
was
us.
ready for that meeting and call.
Luke has none of the
He's
equipment.
the douchebag who messages the group like, "Oh, sorry guys, I was cleaning my house.
I was,
so
though.
I forgot all responsibilities. I just got lost in the vacuum."
I did though. I was fucking Allie. Were we cleaning the house on Sunday?
Yeah,
Don't.
How much
don't
of the
defend
house?
him.
the entire house because we kept getting yelled at by his mom.
For my grandpa's house. All right, we don't need to talk about that on the phone. Jesus, I'm 26.
Wow, Cody.
Yeah, okay, but
Nah, you're 17. Keep going.
it feels like it sometimes. It feels like it. But yeah, so it was like 2:15. I was like, I could still do the meeting. I saw Mansfield removed a message. I was like, oh no, something.
Ooh, he
I made
removed a
someone
message?
mad, I think, and yeah, I don't know, and I deserve it, and
Who's
I'm
yelling at
sorry.
you?
I'm a douchebag. I wasted people's time twice, and I feel horrible about it. I don't feel good about it.
What
I know I'm being
sucked even
coy
more
now,
was
but
that he messaged the group chat like 2 hours after the
That was
meeting
an hour and 15 minutes.
was
after the
was supposed to
Wow.
be had. And like everyone's already
Fucked
talked
up.
to everyone about how it's canceled, and we're just gonna do it another time.
meeting. Yeah.
I'm laughing right now, but I shouldn't be because we're all in this together, and that sucks.
I dropped the ball.
Funny hearing this story.
I dropped the ball so hard while you were gone, Patrick. We need you so bad.
I'm here, fellas.
I'm a super ball dropper.
I'll guide you.
Super Bowl dropper.
I
We're
told
We're gonna
Will
call
that I was
Cody the Fumbler Hucker.
I told Will that I was a serial ball dropper, and he was like, it's all good. I was like, it definitely isn't, though, and everyone knows it. Yeah, I felt bad. Because it was my fault both times. But Luke also couldn't have the balls to be like, no, I'm taking the reins on this meeting. Like, I'll do it
Yeah,
without
I did
Cody.
this, but Luke,
What?
here, they take the pressure off
Fucking-
me.
Yeah,
Luke
you
did.
see this guy? I was right behind Mansfield. Mansfield's
Such
the
a
first
snake.
one to message at like the due time. Like, anybody got a code for the meeting? And I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting around too.
Oh shit, calling Cody out. Damn.
Well, no one else
Well, what are
has
you gonna
Zoom.
say about that,
Luke,
Cody?
Whoa, Luke, you don't have the Zoom app on your phone? Oh,
Fuck out
interesting.
of here.
Interesting, Luke.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, so you need Cody to send a code, eh? Oh, all right, I see.
Listen to these two.
Only Cody can send
Eh,
codes.
we're just saying all three of us made it clear we were ready, and we didn't hear from you.
Yeah, what happened, Cody?
I'm a piece of shit. I could give you a bunch of excuses and they'd all be lies. What happened was I'm a piece of shit and I'm irresponsible and I'm sorry.
Hey, don't say sorry to me. It sounds like you need to say sorry to Mansfield.
I tried. He
You
didn't.
made him Madsfield.
He's not happy with me. I know he isn't. I'm sorry.
You made him Madsfield, and you better fucking make him Gladsfield real fucking quick, bud.
The worst part about it is he's done so much work for Bastard Fest, and we're having to cancel it all and shit like that. And he's just trying to like help with bringing all these artists.
And the one
together.
guy he's trying to help is just completely neglecting all effort to have.
Cody, we need a public
clear line of
apology right now.
communication with these meetings.
I blame it on my former
I want a
cocaine
public
addiction.
apology. Hold up. Our guests will appreciate this because they need to hear it too, because you've disappointed not only Madsfield, you've disappointed Will Feiner and our listeners. So I need a public apology.
Wait, how are the
and
listeners?
It's got to be a good
They're
one.
all sad, Cody. They're crying right now listening.
Bro, I'm
Your
big.
lack of communication is destroying Bastard Fest.
You're
I need
breaking
a public
hearts.
apology.
All right, that's fair. And all right, bros.
Let's hear it. It better be a good one.
All right, bros and chicks out there, your big dog really dropped the ball on this one, and it made me big sad along with everybody else.
Big sad.
And I mean, for real, from the bottom of my heart, my bad.
That sounded like an apology Kanye would give after like.
I was going for like a real.
Anti-Semitic shit.
Can we talk about that?
I was going for a real
second?
psychopath apology. Like that wasn't an apology. You barely even said words.
Can we talk about Kanye?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I am sorry
he's a
if you guys are
fucking
listening.
psycho.
I'm sorry for real.
You guys
My
watched that his first
bad.
campaign?
So sorry,
speech?
Mansfield. He's never gonna listen ever
he
again.
was saying some really fucked up things, wasn't he? Like it's
He was saying
it's on the cringe page of Reddit.
Harriet Tubman. Now Harriet Tubman didn't really free no black people. She just freed them to go work for another white man. And you could hear the crowd go silent and people would just go, "Man, what? What?"
Like, is it one of those scenarios? It's not going to be like in 2016 where people were writing Harambe in as votes. Like, this is all for an album, right? Like, he's got an album that's coming out and he's just trying to build steam to it. Or is he in the middle of some manic bipolar episode right now?
I think what happened in the last election was people thought that Hillary was just for sure going to win. So, like, our generation didn't vote at all. And they thought it was a joke. There's no way Trump was going to win.
Is there video?
And they're
Kanye
writing
saying shit?
they're writing in Harambe
there's-
and shit to be funny and stuff. Meanwhile, like all the closeted racists that are your neighbors and co-workers and
we're there.
we're
voting.
at the polls voting and getting that monster in place. And now we've seen in the last 4 years the great
Destroy our
mistake
entire
that
country.
was Harambe. You know? So I think I
God.
think voting's probably gonna get.
Yeah,
taken
look
a
up
bit more
Kanye
serious.
West campaign rally cringe or something. Oh, it's right there. It's the
Dude,
first
he
one.
starts crying about how Kim Kardashian was gonna
Or
kill
second
his
one.
daughter.
Should I just tell him that you guys are gonna wrap up?
Tell him never mind. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care.
Tell him fuck him. Go fuck himself. Go
Yeah,
fuck
don't
yourself.
Don't tell him to
bro.
go fuck himself, but it's kind of shitty to
Fuck you, bro. Go fuck yourself.
just be like, never mind,
You
dog.
could say we said that ourselves.
Thanks for trying, though.
He didn't try at all, but
Send a middle finger emoji.
Money or something.
what'd you say?
Maybe he'll Venmo me money and feel bad.
She said maybe he'll Venmo me money and feel bad. She's
She's
gonna try to send this man feet pics for money. Be like, oh, never mind, but you want some feet
3-year-old
pics?
butt pics.
You guys know
send
what
a middle
Allie's scared
finger
of?
and say, "I'll take that back for $10."
I'm
be
sorry,
cool.
I'm not gonna do it to Allie. He's gonna do something really fucked up. I'm not
Okay,
really gonna
Cody.
do it.
What is it?
No, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. All right, Kanye West. Kanye West. Is this the
Second
one right
video.
Fucking segue there, bud.
here? Hey, I didn't do
I was
it.
gonna do something really awful.
It wouldn't have been that awful. It's actually something we talked about prior to the show that Luke agreed with her on, and we all thought was hilarious content. I'm not gonna, but we
Well,
all
now I
agreed it
have
was
to
funny.
know.
Pat says he has to know now.
No.
No, we can't talk about it. It's making her
Don't-
uncomfortable.
don't
All right,
do that
change the
to
subject.
her.
Change the subject. Change the
Play this
subject.
Kanye shit.
I'm not trying to quiet your voices, actually.
trying to
So I don't
quiet
want to
your
say
voices.
that in an improper way. I just haven't had the
there
time
any
to
sound?
word it in the most elegant way possible. So
Do you guys have
so
sound?
that's a
Yeah.
Stephen move. When Harriet Tubman, well, Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
She said she was pregnant.
He's trying to discredit Harriet
Pause
Tubman.
it. Pause it. When,
Now,
as
just a heads
soon
up,
as-
I don't have sound there, so if anybody else can't hear it, it's a connection issue, but you should be able to.
No, they can hear us.
So he said after he finished saying what he said, the people behind the camera said, "Yo, we are leaving right now.
I heard it. Yeah.
We are leaving right
Hold on, I'll
now."
back it up.
She said she was
Oh shit, I gotta go back for this.
Actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now.
She said, "Y'all, we leaving right now." What else are you supposed to do? You gotta just
like
walk
he
out.
probably came up on stage, said that, and they were like, "Oh, he's not serious," and then just like just left.
Oh my god.
Hold
This
on.
dude-
Did he recently say something about he contemplated killing his kids before they were born or something? I don't know if he actually said that.
He talks about in this speech about how him and Kim were considering abortion, and Kim was gonna get it, and then he starts crying about how they were gonna kill his daughter.
This might be it
Whoa.
right here.
Hold on, Pat. You'll be able to hear it now.
She said she was pregnant, and for 1 month, and 2 months, and 3 months,
Can you hear it?
we talked about her not having this child. She had the pills in her hand. Do people know these pills where you take the pills, and if you take it, it's a wrap. The baby
Horrible.
I
Horrible.
was sitting up in Paris, and I had my leather pants on. You already know, if you got leather pants on, you already know who this person must think they are. Right? And I'm in the apartment where my wife was actually robbed, and I have my laptop up, and I got all of my creative ideas. I got my shoes, I got
He
my
went to the apartment his wife was robbed to get inspiration.
and the screen was black and white.
Pat, can you hear us?
And God
Yes.
said, if you fuck with my vision, I'm going to fuck with yours. And I called my wife. And she said, we're going to have this baby. My mom saved my life.
What is he talking
My
about?
dad wanted to abort me. My mom saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
What the fuck is going on here?
He started crying.
He's having
The
a
dude
manic
is having a fucking-
episode
Why isn't his family helping him through what
because
the fuck he's going
because
through?
his wife married him for image and fame.
Yeah, and she doesn't
Dude,
care
this-
if he has a mental
He has
manic breakdown.
lost
Yes.
his mind.
Yes.
He's trying to have a campaign speech, I guess for real, and he's having this fucking. He's got a bulletproof vest on like he's 50 Cent.
It really does look so
And
stupid.
he's fucking
So
crying up
dumb.
there on stage. He's crying. He's talking about really personal shit that no one asked for. And
crying.
He's
What are you
wearing a
doing up here?
bulletproof vest like he's the most thug rapper out there, and he's got to
look at
be
him.
worried
Look
about
at this. Should be the
somebody coming up
Photoshop.
and
It should be
shooting him dead.
Kanye West wearing this bodysuit or body armor, crying. That should be our photo shoot. Or
How-
Photoshop.
You want this dude running
Kanye
your
West
country?
crying has our Photoshop.
His first ever campaign rally in South Carolina. He's already crying on stage. Like, I don't know that I want this dude hovering over the nuclear button.
He's polling at 2%.
You can't let this dude win.
Oh, he won't.
Well, they let Trump win. He's doing a crazy fucked up job. The same shit will happen if you elect Kanye West. I promise.
Yeah,
You can't let reality
just as
people.
crazy.
You can't just let anybody be president. I'm
can't
just gonna
let
say
famous
it.
He's fucking crying up
I'm
there,
just gonna
dude.
say it.
You want this dude running? You want this guy to have control of nukes?
We need more rules on who can be the president. Like,
Agreed.
I don't think. I
Fuck
think the
this shit.
situation with Kanye though
We'll get
is
rid of
that
position.
well,
everyone
it's a
who
democracy.
doesn't.
Everybody gets a say. Not anymore. Not after this year. No more. Nope.
Well, everyone. People who don't know who Kanye West is thinks this is like some sort of fucking
being
move
serious.
or whatever. But the people who do know Kanye are probably all like, "He's crazy, right? Yeah, he's crazy. We all know he's crazy." So hopefully that's the case, and no one actually writes this dude in.
But the thing is like everyone, like there's no consensus on this. Like the people who are helping him run this campaign are like, he's fine. His faculties are all there, and then his family's like, he's falling apart.
Yeah, like his family, the one that's supposed to have his back and shit like that, and not sell him up the river, is telling you that he's off his meds and he's smoking crack in the basement.
Come on, if Kim didn't marry Kanye West, that show would have ended in like 2013 because she only got famous from fucking Ray J on camera. You know, like there would have been no relevancy.
Yeah, dude, we gotta finish this. It's another minute left. Let's.
yeah, I want to know. I want to see more crying.
I want to see after the tears what the mashup.
Oh, he's so strong. He's so strong with his bulletproof vest.
What a joke.
Did Allie say fuck Mr. Hamilton? Bro, he's baby talk crying. He's like, like, are you fucking kidding?
Oh, Kanye. Pause it. This
dude.
This is getting real. This is getting real quick up on this stage.
Dude, he needs help.
Screaming, I almost killed my daughter.
Does he have
Someone
2020 shaved
help.
into his head?
Yes, he does.
All right. Oh, you didn't.
Kanye 2020.
They're talking him off the ledge.
Should be legal, but the option of maximum income should be available.
What does
The
that
option- he
mean?
said-
What does that mean?
Go back.
What the
hold
fuck
on.
is he talking about?
What does that mean?
Abortion should be legal,
Be legal, but
but the option.
the maximum increase should be available.
What does that
What?
mean?
What does that mean to you guys? Like, what do you think that means?
A limit on abortions? I don't know. Is it like maximum? Like your? I'm sorry, lady. Your card's all stamped
no,
out.
He's saying an increase on the maximum. So, like, is there a limit of abortions you can get now? Like, you only get 3, and then you have to have the 4th?
I like that Cody's typing in his Kanye's quote as if we're gonna get a result here.
Fucking, there's no facts to
option-
nonsense.
I'm gonna see if this is a thing. The option of maximum increase. What does that mean?
We gotta get to the bottom of it.
No, we don't.
What does
There's
that
you
mean?
can't understand nonsense. That's what I'm trying to say.
I must speak Kanye.
Oh, bro, he's just talking crazy.
Of course he is.
All right, okay, but I just wanted to see if there was like a real.
So he was saying, I'm just trying to get this whole thing in my head straight. So he was talking about how he almost killed his daughter, but he still thinks abortion should be legal.
So
I
what's his
just- I don't-
stance? He just
What
wanted
do
to
you?
cry.
What's your stance here? Are you just trying to? Yeah, are you just trying to cry on
He's just
stage?
a grown man that wants to cry on stage.
Just
in
a grown
camera.
man wearing body armor wanting
He
to
has
cry.
this huge stance about cartoons that kids watch nowadays are filled with symbolism to teach them to not stand up or think for themselves.
Satanism.
And I'm like, bro, have you watched any cartoons recently?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what you're talking about?
They teach kids
I
everything.
am
Do you
cartoon.
remember? Like, I missed out on it. Obviously, I hated on it, and then I talked about it. Adventure Time.
great.
Like that whole show is loaded with life lessons.
That show's great, too.
Positive life lessons.
I like that show. I hated on it too because all the fucking lames and nerds. Not like
Yeah.
the lame us nerds, but like the even like darker like the real nerds. Like everybody's
Yeah.
a fucking
The
nerd
dudes
now.
who ran
You're allowed
Naruto
to-
and
style
Morty
to
nerds.
lunch.
Yeah, you're allowed to fucking like all this shit, but like don't fucking dress up like the goddamn Akatsuki with the black suit and the red
and run,
clouds.
and run with your arms backwards
All the way back?
with Cheetos and drool on the side of your face.
Our homie Joe used to Naruto run everywhere. He grew out of it. It was a middle school phase.
That, I
Sheesh.
love Joe so much.
Dude,
for
there
that.
was
I
some
didn't
guy
know
in my
that.
high school.
he
There
would
was some
Naruto
guy in
run
my high
everywhere.
school who would Naruto walk. Like he would do a power walk, Naruto walk, and everybody would make fun of him at the time. And I remember one time I was going up the stairs and he was going down the stairs, and he fucking his fist hit my fucking nutsack and flipped me, and he just kept going. I was like, dude, what the fuck? You just hit me in the nuts. And he just kept going, but it was because he was walking so fucking power walking with the Naruto walk. It was so weird.
Hidden jutsu.
Forget that, dude.
Secret
Ball tap.
stone puncher.
Ball tap technique.
Oh
Well,
man,
yeah.
that's
There you
fucking
go.
ridiculous. Well, thanks for big timing us, Mr. Hamilton. Sorry
Yeah.
that
Shout out,
fucking
buddy.
2 million 12-year-olds are watching your shit.
I think
Super
the last
rock
time,
hard.
the last time we had a band or a guest try to big time us, it was a local band, and we
They didn't try to big time us. They were just fucking
what
assholes.
Harbor? What was it? Harbor?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
so
the fuck?
we titled the episode "Local Band Sucks."
No one is surprised.
No one's surprised. Maybe we should.
TikToker sucks.
TikToker
No one's
sucks
surprised.
hard. No one's surprised.
I love it. I love it.
But then it's still Kanye crying.
Yeah.
Kanye.
In a bulletproof vest.
What if we have dude's face photoshopped on a Mr. Hamilton or Mr. Hamilton? Oh, it's a white dude to black dude. Somebody will get mad at us. No thanks.
I don't like
deal
that
with
idea, Cody.
I don't like it either. I photoshopped Samuel L. Jackson in Mansfield. I was like, I gotta do one where you can't see his arms. Like, no one will yell. at
Maybe
me.
just like a Photoshop of him, but it's maybe a white dude wearing body armor.
Yeah, dog. All right. Well,
Is this too much?
I'm kind of salty that he fucking canceled like that. Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
stayed in contact too. Like, nah, I'll do it. Oh, I'm taking a dump. Well, radio silence. Oh, I forgot. No, you didn't, you fucking asshole.
I
Like,
didn't read my messages.
What if he ruptured?
if you
thinking
thought the
that
show
shit?
was shitty, or if you were just doing it to fuck my girlfriend, fine, but just be honest about what you're doing. Don't say that you're gonna do the show.
Good
all right?
lord, man.
Don't say that and then not
Yikes.
do it, you fuck. All right, what else? We got anything else we got to cover? Allie's got surgery
No.
tomorrow. Wish her luck. After everybody hears
Good
this,
luck.
it'll be
I've got news.
already be done. What's up?
Update on my sister, for anyone who's been following. She got her liver removed.
What?
Her spleen recently.
Oh,
and she's now cancer-free right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, good for her. I'm
She's
glad
got-
she's cancer free.
She still has like nearly 200 polyps inside of her guts.
Benign?
But they're benign. So yeah, as of now,
Can
she
they-
went from
That's great
stage
news, dude.
4 to
Can-
cancer-free.
Oh, Jesus, that's
Damn.
crazy. Congratulations. I'm happy for her, man. Happy
That's
for your
amazing
family.
news, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Happy for you.
She's been fucking struggling, I hear.
For sure.
So I'm glad to hear that, man.
Hopefully
fuck,
the
what was I
good
gonna say?
news keeps coming.
Can
Yeah,
they get rid of
dude.
those polyps so they can't turn into something?
Probably not. There's just
True.
way too many.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least she's fucking completely cancer-free. So is
Hey,
Justin
that's good
Spleen.
news, and that's all I care about. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
100%. My grandma's doing some immunotherapy for her cancer now. Like only it's like 3% of the population is able to do it. It's like a better version of chemo, but it doesn't work on everybody. It only you have a very specific set of genetics, but it's like a lot more effective, and it's not like it doesn't poison your body. Like, because what chemo is like poison,
Yeah.
and it's trying to kill the cancer cells faster than it kills all your cells that you need to survive, right? So that's the idea behind chemo. If a layman, non-medical degree person explained it, this immunotherapy shit specifically attacks the cancer directly, but you have to have specific set of genetics. And my grandma, I guess, won the genetic lottery and has those genetics, so she can do that. So she's starting to do that. And I was like, "How you feeling?" She was like, "A lot better." She's got like metastatic breast cancer, so it's like it's always growing. Metastatic
Yeah.
means that it's spreading constantly, and it's like a stage 4 cancer also that she's
Damn,
been
man.
dealing with for like a year. But I mean, she's been smoking for a while and still won't quit smoking. So I'm like, fucking whatever. I'm happy that
You live and you
fucking-
learn.
You live and you learn. But yeah. But now she's doing this immuno shit, and she said she feels like she's getting her body back. Like
That's
she's
good.
fucking like not being poisoned anymore. So fucking happy for her, as long as we're talking like cancer recovery shit. But yeah. Anything else? What else we got?
I got you always ask Luke, you got something to say at the end, so
Luke, you
just
got
gonna
something to say at the end?
yeah. Be kind to each other.
Yeah. Love each
The
other.
wise words of Luke Young.
Be nice to each other.
Yeah, don't be dicks.
Don't
Wear
be
a
fucking
mask.
dicks.
Our society is not a good one right now.
And we got to make it better.
We have to.
All right.
Luke Lung 2020.
I like that.
Wow.
Good way to
No
end
way. Maybe 30 something. You know?
Also,
2030.
Yeah, man.
I have one thing. Mansfield, don't kick me in the balls the next time you see me. I am sorry.
Yeah, don't be so
Do
Mansfield.
it, but film it and then put it on the group.
He's probably going to hear this and be like, what a shitty half-ass
like-
way to do an apology. I'm madder now. Like, I was trying.
Mansfield, I am
Mansfield-
just as mad as you are, I promise.
We're just
Hate
as Mansfield
I
as you
fucking
are.
hate him. Yeah,
And,
I'm just
I
as
try-
Mansfield, but I'm going to try to hit this pen and become Gladsfield.
I'm trying to be Gladsfield. We try to get a public apology for him, but I'm sorry.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Best we could do. All right, that's it, man. Guess till next week.
Peace.
Deuces.
Peace.
Wear your mask.